Get it. Okay. Hey, welcome to the Full 42. Bunch of geeks talking about geek stuff. We are starting on time, which is weird. Normally we're 3-4 minutes behind. At least for this last year it was. This is the new one for this year. Maybe that'll be our resolution, right? We'll try to be on time.
Maybe but you notice we're on time and there's not that many people
right
in the chat.
Yeah. Normally we have people waiting on us, and now we're going to be waiting on them, so that's fine.
Yeah That's what happens when you're on time. I'm telling you, something's different with the backstage stuff that's happening on screen. It just doesn't look the same anymore.
Oh,
I don't know what happened.
You mean the thing that we use StreamYard? The whole process. They're doing some kind of updates, so hopefully we won't have some issues here with people. But yeah, they're doing all kinds of weird updates. There's also a weird AI thing in here. We have to be careful because I don't know how to turn it off or keep it on or whatever it is. But and of course, I just skimmed what the update is. But there's something in here to where if you say a command word, it's gonna know to just clip it for you.
Well, that was what was it?
I hope clip it isn't the oh, that's not the command word. This is live, so hopefully that won't happen. But
yeah, hey, I remember it was like Shift B or something would mark it for us later to use for something.
Yeah, but now there's like an AI thing in this program that is going to be like, oh, you want me to capture that and all that stuff.
No.
It might be useful, but I didn't read how to use it, so we might accidentally say something that that'd be weird.
That's great. That'll be fun.
I don't think it's going to affect us because we're live, so
we'll see. I mean, maybe we can try it. We'll just keep saying stuff and see what happens.
No, let's not wish for it to happen. Yeah. But it might just happen on the records, not the live. So
okay, that's fair enough, I guess.
Yeah. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy 2026. Yeah. Happy quick.
What have you written 2026 on something yet?
God.
I wrote it on something. I can't remember what yet, but I'm like, oh, that's the first time. And now I've already forgotten what it was, but it's weird.
Yeah, I thought I did. What would I don't know what it would have been. Man, it would have been something at the New Year's party, I think. For some reason, I would have put a date on something. I don't know why I would have done that, but that's my guess. But I don't remember doing it. So
yeah, I haven't been anywhere because I've been sick for 9 days.
That's great. So, at least you spent the rest of your vacation, your time off of work sick. That's great.
My brother and his wife brought sickness for me for Christmas. That's what I got. They came from a cruise, so awesome. Yeah,
that's so nice of them.
New Year die. Yeah, that wasn't great. It was my entire vacation, basically. Got caught up with all kinds of stuff. We lost our car, our one and only car. Got totaled. Not an accident. Apparently, here's a very important thing for everybody. If you have a gas car and you go to get your oil change, make them show you the dipstick because they didn't put oil in our car.
Oh,
they drained it and forgot to put it in.
And well, at least it's on them, not you.
Yeah, but there's no way to prove this. I have a license, but they could say it leaked or whatever. Anyway, so we'll look into it. But totaled the car completely. So that happened on Christmas Eve.
If the value of the repair is over the value of the car, or the cost of the repair is over the value of the car, it's considered.
Yeah. That happened Christmas Eve. So.
Oh, God.
Yep. That was fun. Everywhere's closed, of course, so no car during all that time.
Right.
Oof. It's been a rough month. I'm ready for the new year.
Jeez, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at it in many ways, right? Because we get a loan car from my mother-in-law, and thankfully we have people who are there to support us and help us out in times like that. You look at it from the positive ways, and that's what I've been trying to do.
Yeah.
But
Well, they come in threes, right? So you lost the car, you got sick. What's the third? You have to deal with me.
No Christmas presents. Let's see, there was a third thing too. What was the third thing? I don't remember the third
thing. You have to deal with me on Mondays again.
Yeah, that's the good thing. That's the good part.
Yeah, sure.
Back here on Monday.
You say so.
Yeah. But no, I mean, starting off the new year, I'm just starting to get over the sickness and all that stuff. So just go into it positively, right? And for positive, we're going to do our top 5 games that everybody loves except for us. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, we're attacking. I don't know. We could go at it negative, obviously, and go like, your game that you love was blah blah blah. I don't plan on doing it that way, but I plan on saying, here's a very popular game for some reason. I don't understand it. You can tell me why, but for me, it's blah blah blah. Very easy. Yeah. I don't plan on like crapping on someone's game, other than one I have on here for fun, but
for fun. Wow. Right.
I have a list. How many did you get on your list, by the way?
12.
I
got a dozen on my list.
I have 17.
Okay, that's not bad.
Some are classics or near classics. Some are new.
How many are from the late 1900s?
None. Well, let me see. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I think none. I think all mine are from this century. You old man.
Okay. I've got 3 from late 1900s. I got 2.
Don't call it the late 1900s.
Late 1900s. I got. Oh, I'm sorry. I only got 2. And I've got.
I mean, I can guess what they are then.
2 are outside of the BGG top 400.
I think all of mine are in the top at least 300.
Okay. Yeah, most of mine are in the top 300. 1, 2, 3, 4 outside the 300. The rest are underneath that, and then 2 are outside the 400. So there are a couple oldies that stick around for some reason, and then most of them are pretty popular, I think. I mean, take whatever the BGG top hundreds as popularity.
Eric here was born, 94, 92, something like that?
He was born 1997.
What? No.
No, he's my
you have any from the 80s or older?
He's 82. I might have one from the 80s. He's not 82. He's 92. 92? 82 is my sister. 92.
I'm thinking 92. Yeah. There you go. See, we know our audience.
I have one game that was published, officially published, before he was born.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I didn't go that far back. I think 25 years or 26 years now is a bit too far back to reach for some of this, but maybe not. I'll see what is on your list. I don't know.
I mean, it depends,
I don't mean to disqualify
right?
your list already.
Yeah, already you're being negative. Yeah. I love it.
We're already attacking your list.
It depends, right? Because there are games, even though they're old, right? They're 25, 20, 30 years old, are still published, new editions or whatever that are they still stick around because people like them. So people enjoy these games and they get reprints or another company. I don't think any of these are no, that's not true. This is published by a new publisher. Most of the other ones are still the original publishers, but they keep getting reprints, right? They're evergreens. So,
all right. You have any that would cause people to be upset?
Yes.
That wasn't the goal, but okay.
No, but it'll definitely happen. I mean, and again, and we'll get into it a little bit more when we get into it. But there are thousands of games published a year. You're not gonna like them all. Right? There'll be games that I love. I love Creatures and Cupcakes by Daryl and Adrian. I love that game. I bring it out, and it might land 50% of the time. It's not. It's people don't automatically love it, and I love it. So there's thousands of games published a year. We've been doing this. We're coming up on the end of our 5th year of doing this. We've been in the industry for how long now? There's been a lot of games published since we've been playing games, not only as a hobbyist, but in the industry. I don't like them all. I don't. But there's a consensus of some games that are just like trash or shitty or, not good. These specifically are games that people love that I don't understand.
I have a game on my list. It's not in the top 5, so we don't need to say it. But one of them was designed by someone who was a guest on this show.
Nice. So I'm going to make sure I step on it. Is it in your number 6?
No, it's my number 8.
So I have to step on 3 of yours in order to get that one to. Yeah, I won't do that.
You won't get to it. I doubt we'll have any crossover.
I don't think I have any that were designed by any of our friends.
I didn't say friends.
Interesting. So tell us, we had a guest on the show that you're not friends with. I like this. Let's start the year off right.
Yeah. Let's just burn it all to the ground. No.
Do it.
I'm friendly with all the guests we had. I don't know if I could say that I'm friends with all the guests we had because a lot of them I've only interacted with on this show, right? Is that enough to build a friendship on? Maybe start one, but not everybody, I have, unfortunately.
Yeah, sure.
I'd love for any of my games to pop up on any list at this point. So they've been out for a while, and they get lost in the weeds, right?
Yeah, but sometimes people try and bring them back.
God. No. That game, Evil Intent, my first game, Tom Vasel gave a 5.5, and I agree with him. I remember whenever he did that, it gave it a 5.5. He was like, not bad, blah, 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 kind of thing. And I realized that's the worst rating you can ever get. If he had given me a 1, you know how many people would have gotten that game just to see how bad it was? But 5.5 means everybody leaves it alone. I'd rather have hate than be in the middle.
That's ridiculous.
At least people look at your game.
But I mean, you're a more seasoned veteran designer and developer now, and I think a 5.5 is a great base. And I think all the stuff you've learned over the past X amount of years will make the Evil Intent 2.0 even better.
Oh God, I'm not making it 2.0. Evil Intent was made 15 years ago.
Great. Now. Imagine what you can do with it now.
No. Stop asking.
I'm not gonna. It's gonna.
I have other games much better that are coming along.
I believe it.
Anyway, we're not talking about our games. We're talking about other games, but we haven't even got to do announcements yet, right?
No, we haven't done anything.
It's a whole new year. You must have announcements.
I have. I mean, I guess. There's always announcements.
Are you trying to think of some? Because you don't have to have one.
No, like there's the GameFound campaign link for Tales of Myth and Legend still going from Van Ryder. Recently took a look at the stuff again. It's gonna be amazing. So if you haven't jumped in on that, I think Chris put the link in last episode. I don't know if it's in this episode. It's probably in the last episode.
It was last episode, but yeah, I could put it in the comments too.
Either way, go to GameFound, look up Tales of Myth and Legend. I signed a contract with a company to make 3 games in a series.
Oh, nice. You're making all 3 games in a series, or you're making a game out of a 3-game series?
All three in
Oh,
a
nice.
series. Yeah, reached out last week. Daryl put me in touch with them. We talked it
Oh,
out.
is this
Yeah.
an IP one?
Huh?
An IP one?
Not IP. No, not IP
Oh, okay.
based. Currently, not IP based. Can't talk too much about it, but there'll be three. There'll be three of them, and the intent is to have something in the other two that would be usable in the one. So if you have game one, there'll be a piece or something from game 2 and 3 that you can use either game 2 and/or 3
Oh,
that you can use in game one.
sort of
And if
like
you're
Space
playing,
Road.
yes, kind
Do
of. They kind
do
of
you need it?
rearrange. Yeah, similar to that.
Do you need game one to play game two?
Mhm. No, but
But
if you
it's like
have
an
game
okay.
two, the thing in game two will give you a benefit in game one, and the thing in game one will give you a benefit in game three. But
So
you don't
you'll be
need
able
any of
to
them.
use something from the other games as an expansion to the other game.
Kind of more like I don't want to. I can't. I don't want to say too much. More like an artifact
Okay, gotcha.
or a relic. Like you're playing this game and you have this thing from the other game that will give you a boon or mess with people in the game depending on what game you're playing. 3 different games, so it'll be interesting. I haven't stopped wrapping my head around it over the week, over the weekend and the end of the week when we talked about it. So that
Are
I'll
you
have more to
still in the
say.
idea phase?
I have most of the layouts done, at least the rules and how things are going to work, and now I need to balance it and test it out. So over
Nice.
the next couple months, I'll be focused on that, and I'll be able to talk about more once I know what I'm kind of allowed to say, as it moves forward. So
And you
that's
signed
exciting.
it. So are you allowed to say who you signed with?
I don't know.
And nobody's watching. Say it.
Right? No, I'm not doing that. Um,
I guess Eric's watching. You can
yeah,
tell me.
there are people watching. Also, future. You don't know how many tens of views this is going to have. Um, yeah. So as I know more, I'll say more. And the idea is to have it for holiday of 26. So it'll be a
Cool.
quick turnaround. Yay! So that happened.
Congratulations.
Um,
That sounds
huh?
fun.
Yeah,
That sounds fun. Yeah.
I'm excited. It's a fun challenge. I mean, I didn't know how I was gonna do it, and then I started wrapping my head around it. I'm like, all right, well, I could do something boring, or I could do something fun and challenging, and this is more fun and challenging than boring. So, um, yeah, push the envelope a little bit and challenge myself for this year. So that's where
Nice.
I'm coming. There's something else I wanted to talk about. Oh, concrete canvas. I think you put the link in the thing, right?
Yes.
So there's intersection games, which I'm working with David and Devin and Emily. The first game, there's going to be 2, but the first one's going to Kickstarter in March, the end of March, last day of March. It's called Concrete Canvas. It's based on not based on, the artwork from it is from Chris RWK. If you don't know who Chris RWK is, go look him up. You probably would recognize some of his characters or some of his artwork, and you just don't know that it's him. But he's based out of Staten Island. He's been doing it for 30 something years, the better part of 3 decades. Yeah, you've probably seen it in some form. But each of the 40 plus cards that are in the game are real artwork that Chris has done. Um, and it's really the thing that drew me to it is the cleverness of the movement of the game. When you move, you have to move to an adjacent subway tile, up or down one stop from where you are. So that player
Huh.
pawn, the red player pawn, is on the 3 line right now. They would have to move to an adjacent tile, either to a 2 or to a 4, and they can't move to that lower left one because there's somebody already on the 2. So they'd have to move to like the lower right one or maybe the upper one to the 2 or the 4. So the restriction on movement is really clever, something I hadn't really seen in games before.
The layout
And it's
kind of
got your
reminds
resource.
me. Sorry, I was just going to say the layout kind of reminds me of Yokohama. It has that kind of
Oh yeah,
movement as well. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's fun. It's light enough. It's got the resource management. You go someplace, you get a token. That token represents a paint can, and then you're using your paint cans to paint one of the murals in the market that are on the top side of the board there. And then it's got a little bit of area control as you go to the different subway stops. You're putting your stickers down, which give you some area control in the different boroughs. I enjoyed it because one of the first tiles I saw when David was showing me was the Bronx, and I'm born in the Bronx, so I was like, "Ooh, I want to know more." And then the art was familiar, and then the gameplay was just solid. So that's coming end of March. We'll be pumping that out. You'll see a lot of stuff about it in the coming weeks and months. Super
Cool.
excited. Yeah.
I didn't know you were born in the Bronx.
Born in the Bronx.
Isn't that Captain America?
No. He's Brooklyn.
Where's he from? Brooklyn. Same.
Not same.
Sorry,
Not
Bronx
same.
and Brooklyn.
Yeah, not same.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been.
It's okay.
That's not true. I was in the airport.
The Brooklyn airport?
No, the LaGuardia. LaGuardia?
LaGuardia.
There you go. That one.
Yeah. I gotcha. JFK and LaGuardia. They're the two big ones down in the city.
So I'm pretty much an authority on.
Sure. Yeah, you're right there.
Yeah.
Right there. Close enough.
Yeah, that looks cool. I like the look of it. Cool style.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's really I love the movement of it. The art's great, but the movement, the restriction on movement, where you want to go, you necessarily can't go because one, it has to be unstickered, and two, it has to be unoccupied, and you have to go above or below where you already are. So it's something I hadn't really I don't remember playing in games. Yeah, it's really fun.
Nice.
Yeah. How was your New Year's? What do you have any announcements? And how was your New Year's?
I was a sick
Great.
mess. So New Year's was just coughing and watching the end of Stranger Things.
Nice.
Yeah, which no spoilers at all. You know how I am about spoilers, but I will say they stuck the landing. They nailed it.
Yeah.
I was very happy with it.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that. Yeah. No, it was.
We can do a spoiler episode so we can talk more about it.
We'll talk about it after this, but this isn't a Stranger Things review. But I was very happy with it.
Yeah, no, it was pretty epic. It was pretty epic.
It made me think like, I've said this before. I don't know if I've said it on here, but I wish they would stop putting X-Men as movies and make a series because X-Men are really all about the characters. And you can't really build all these characters and get into them and stuff like that in a movie. Even if it's a series of movies, it just takes too long. You have to focus on the overall plot and all that stuff. But with a series like Stranger Things, man, if one of these characters has a revelation or something that changes for them, or even their life's in danger, you care so much because you've been along with them for all these years. And the best part about Stranger Things is you got to watch them grow up. Mm-hmm. Like you watch them as actual little kids and stuff. And X-Men would have kids that are mutants that you should see grow up through the school and then become X-Men if you did that series properly. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about like an 8-episode Marvel 1 season thing. I'm saying they ought to do like 5 to 7 season properly, 10, 12 episodes, all an hour long, not this 38-minute crap, and make you really care about all of these individual characters, which are amazing. I love X-Men. They're my favorite Marvel group. But that's the real way to do X-Men. I wish they would really dive in and do that. They'd have such a success on that.
Yeah, I think it would end up being like the same 6 with splash characters every now and then that you wouldn't really grow to love, but you'd get behind like.
Yeah, I mean you couldn't. Yeah, you couldn't. Have all 50 or whatever characters sure. And be all meaningful, but you could pick some. And I don't know if they would want to start like from the scratch, from the start where you just have the original and Jean Grey and Iceman and all that, or kind of do what the movies did, where they're like, okay, we already have some people here, and they're different age groups, and that kind of thing. I'd be fine if they want to mix it up and tell it their own way, not have to follow the comic book route, because there's just so much gold there to work with. But
yeah, the only thing I would want to see is Angel. I'd love to see his arc. Yeah. Right,
become Archangel, his arc.
Yeah, but like go to the horseman, right? Get his wings ripped off, become a horseman, get the medal, and then come back. Like that whole arc, you'd really you would feel for that character something fierce. If you don't know his backstory, that'd be pretty cool.
I like that character, and it's really fascinating whenever they go through something that crazy and what it does to him and stuff.
Yeah,
but I don't like the whole apocalypse thing. So it's like a give take for me, but yeah.
Apocalypse is whatever. I love the Four Horsemen story, but like I'm not gonna give a shit about Banshee. Like I just don't.
Well, he's Excalibur, isn't he? Oh no, that's Siren who's Excalibur. Yeah, he is Excalibur, right? I mean, but that's the thing is, there's a lot of characters that would be really cool to get to know and stuff like that they've really kind of touched on sometimes. Like, I don't want to know about Jubilee anymore. She's not interesting. She's never had an interesting background or personality, in my opinion. And her powers suck. So,
Agree. Here you go. That's for you.
Yeah. That one looks like at least the more up-to-date one. She's not wearing like the 80s or early 90s clothing that the cartoons have and stuff. But all she ever ends up being is the person that rebels, gets in trouble, gets captured, and has to be saved.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's, she's not a real person, so I don't have to apologize for saying I don't like her. But they don't do anything with the character other than that, so why would I care? Yeah.
Right. No, I makes sense.
But they could. So if they wanted to and rewrite and do something really cool with that character, I'd be for it. But we've also seen it a lot. And there's a lot of characters that, could use
so many. I mean, look at Marvel United and all the characters that they could put into the Kickstarter. There's so many characters. The problem is a lot of them are it's like Condiment King. When we put Condiment King in Batman, right, it's like a 1 or 2 episode throwaway that it was. We were just watching the Lego Batman movie with the kids, and one of the characters, one of the Legos in it was Condiment King, and it was just like they put him in that movie as like a whatever. But there's so many random one-offs. I don't know.
DC does some weird stuff. It's weird that they're going to have a Clayface movie.
Yeah, supposed to be dark. It's supposed to be like a noir type movie.
Yeah, it'll be cool. I'll definitely check it out. He's an interesting bad guy, but wouldn't be the first one. I mean, I'd go Two-Face because he's one of my favorites. But anyway, we're getting way.
We're getting to DC.
Yeah. All I was saying is that's what I did for New Year's was just watch Stranger Things because I was sick. So, and still getting over it.
That's unfortunate. Did you play any games?
I was too sick to play games. I got real bad. Yeah. Like I said, 9 days. I played. Now before that though, I played Duels. I played Dark Quarter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been playing that one a lot.
I played some more of that. Yep. We finished the first scenario completely of it. It's really good. Yeah, you shared earlier today a link of this time last year. What was our first episode, I think? And it was, what was it? It was our top 5 anticipated for 2025. I have the list of what we had. I was curious how many of these you've played.
Are we doing that now? Or are we going to do that next episode?
No. The next episode we'll do our anticipated for 2026, right?
Yeah. Do you want to review our 2025 and go into our 26?
We'll keep it for that episode. It'll make sense to do it that way.
That works.
It is kind of funny, though, because there's one game on here that you talked about for 10 minutes. I looked at I looked at how long you talked about this game, and I have not heard you talk about this game since that episode.
Really?
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what we do on that episode.
Okay. All right. That's exciting. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to that one. Yeah. So next episode, we're gonna do our top 5 anticipated games for 2026, and that came about because I shared this time last year. For those that have been here, this episode basically a year ago. We have 2 more episodes after this before the end of our 5th year of doing this, before we start technically season 6. And this episode a year ago was the episode that Luca was assaulting me with that fishing pole, if you
Yes.
remember. And everyone enjoyed the shit out of it, especially Dave. Because I noticed there was a new pin in the episode channel that I hadn't seen in a while, and it was Dave posting the beginning of my meltdown from that episode, which happens about 28 minutes into that episode, where Luke is climbing behind me and smacking me with a pole and doing some incantation that Evan was like, just let him finish the cultist thing. It was super fun. And then we realized, oh, that was anticipated for 25, so let's do an anticipated 26. Yeah, Dave's favorite episode.
Yeah, that was funny, and at the same time I was like, oh man, I can see Mike's like having to deal with it, and balancing that on the trying to do an episode. That was pretty fun.
It was more frustrating. It wasn't the worst episode of the full 42, that's for sure. But it was,
and we know what
that, you know what that one is. It was more frustrating because I couldn't get him to stop, because he's just screaming and running around. He was having fun, but I just couldn't get him to stop. I felt basically handcuffed, and it was just like fucking chaos happening. Yeah, Dave loves that one. Yeah, so I shared that with Chris earlier. For those that want to go find out, go to technically our YouTube channel. If you go under live, it happened. It says 11 months ago. It really was 12 months ago, but it was our most anticipated for 2025, and right around 28 minutes. There's lead up, and you see it boiling over. And then right around 28 minutes, I start talking about stuff, and then Luca comes in and he's climbing behind me, and there's a hand over here and a fishing pole with Velcro on it, smacking me in the back, and he's chanting stuff behind it. It just all goes. You just see me just unravel. It's pretty fun to watch. So if you want to giggle, go find that one.
Speaking of Luca, we have a Luca painting?
I do. Nice. I do have a Luca painting. Well, then I'm going to save this for next week, because I played 10 games at our New Year's event. I believe every one of them, except this last one, every one of them I played with Dave and Di at the New Year's Eve event.
You want to talk about them now?
We can do. I mean, these are games that I kind of wrapped up 2025 with, so we can
tell
talk
us
about
what they were.
Now?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to do it. You don't want to.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
A couple weeks ago, we had Julie on, and Julie was talking about that game Flow that follows the movie.
Yeah.
Watched the movie a couple weeks ago.
It's a kids movie.
It's animated. It won an award. It's got no words in it. It's about 5 animals that are trying to survive. Basically, it's really really well done. And the base game, super easy. We played it 3 players, and we were like, okay, like we beat it in 3 rounds, and we beat it in 2 rounds. Not really complicated. Then we started throwing in the scenario-based stuff, and then we started playing it with I think we played it with 5 players. Or 6 players. It might have been 5 players, and it ramped up real fast, like really well done. Very challenging. You're putting out the tiles, Karuba style. I've talked about Karuba before, where you're trying to get the animals. There's 1 animal in each 4 corners, and you're just trying to get them to the boat tile. But you have 1 minute, and you draw a tile and place it, and then the next person draws a tile and place it. So it's all cooperative, and you're putting the tile based on a couple rules. Mostly it has to be an uninterrupted flow of water back to an animal. After a minute, you roll 2 dice. There's a white die and a black die, and it takes out a white column and a black column. removes all the tiles. And now you got to build it up again, and you only have a minute. So every minute, a wave is coming in and knocking out some of the tiles that you're putting in.
Right.
And at any point, if you can get all 4 to connect to the boat, you win the round. But it gets, some of the scenarios are it's really cool. It does. If you watch the movie, if you haven't watched the movie, watch the movie. If you watch the movie, or after you watch the movie, the game has got that kind of tension to it. It's really, really well done.
I appreciate whenever someone gets an IP like that. And if it's coming out around the same time, it's pretty rushed usually. That I appreciate that someone decided, let me actually design it based on how this movie feels and all that stuff. Because a lot of times we've seen the easy go, let's make it a Uno with those faces or something like that. Right? So
yeah.
I appreciate that.
No, this one was good. It had, your different abilities. There's ability cards. You get one. There's the bird. There's the it's really well done. You don't need to know the movie to play, but if you know the movie, it makes more sense. Like the gameplay and the stuff makes more sense in it.
Cool. What else you play?
So that was a standout for me. 5-Minute Mystery. I think it's the best 5-minute mystery of the bunch. We played that a couple times. That can get really hard. Some of those challenges, the medium and hards, they're really hard.
It's a party game?
For the most part, 5-Minute Dungeon or 5-Minute Marvel.
I know of them. I haven't played them.
So 5-Minute Mystery, there's an image, and in the image are 5 different symbols, and there's 6 different versions of. There's a triangle, and a star, and a circle. But like the circle, there's just a regular circle, and then there's a circle with a circle in the middle. Then there's a circle with 2 bumps on it that we said were ears. So you're trying to figure out which of those 5 symbols are in the image, and then one player who's not looking at the image has this codex of all the symbols, kind of like this, and you're rotating it to make sure you get all the right symbols.
Okay.
And then you flip over the image, and if the 5 symbols on the back of the card match the 5 symbols you get to find out a clue, and you're ultimately trying to figure out who the culprit is. And the culprit has the 4 sides of the culprit tile have a key, like blue, red, green, and something, and a dark green, light green, dark green, light green kind of key. And then when you flip over some sort of clue tile, whether it's like they had glasses, or they had a certain type of skin, or they had skin or feathers or fur, they had a scarf, they had a monocle, you match it up to the culprit, and if the key matches, then that means they had that thing. If it doesn't, that means they don't have that thing. It's really, really clever. But
does it really only play in 5 minutes?
So most of the scenarios, like you're trying to find 2 culprits, or you're trying to find 1 culprit out of 3 or something, they have a time limit, and most of them are 5 minutes. The easier ones can go 7 or 9 minutes. But for the most part, like when you get into the higher ones, we had to find 2 out of 3 culprits, and we had 5 minutes to do it, or 4 minutes. It was ridiculous.
Like there's a timer? It's real time?
Yeah, like there's an app, and you hit start, it counts down, and then you have 5 minutes to do it, or 9 minutes to do it.
How short can an experience be before it's no longer a game?
What do you mean?
Well, could you have a game that's 1 minute long?
Right.
Could you have a game that's 30 seconds long?
Sure, yeah.
I mean, you could say flip the coin as a game, and that's like 1 second, right?
What's that? The robot. What the fuck's it called? Human Robot Banana, whatever that one is. Basically, it's like the game could be over in 10 seconds with a handshake, right? Like you get a card. Even Skull, like if you just play 1 round of Skull, that thing could be a minute long.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. And what else did you play this New Year?
So 5-Minute Mystery. Dave and I taught me an older game called Alibi. Have you played Alibi?
That sounds very familiar. I might have.
So you have a certain amount of cards. I think you start with 8 or 9, and you have this check-off paper, and it's got 4 different columns of different information, and every bit of information, there's 3 different versions of that information in the deck.
I've seen it. I didn't play it. I watched a video on it. That's why it sounds familiar.
At the end of the round, you pass 1 card. So now you're giving information and getting information. Then the end of that round, you're passing 2 cards. And then the end of the next round, you're passing 3 cards. It's got a lot of awkward guessed. I mean, I can see where awkward guest got a lot of its stuff from. This game looks super dated. I would never, choose to play it or pick it up off a shelf. And we had a great time. Like, I need a copy. We had a great time with it. Very deductive, very.
Are you sure it wasn't
clever.
just a bad game, but you had good company, like when you played Evil Intent?
No, it's one of those games that I enjoy, but I'm not good at it. Like, when I'm given information,
That's all games, right?
I know I can check off more shit than I check off because of what I've seen and what I've passed. But then I'm like, that deductive reasoning of, well, if it's not these, it can't be this. But the idea is there's 4 cards left in the box. So kind of Clue style. There's 4 cards left in the box, and you have to you have to figure out what cards are left, right? If you can. But every guess you make is points. So you can deduce that it was this, not that. But if you're wrong, it's negative points. If you're right, you get like it's really clever. It was really clever. So I enjoyed that one a lot.
Man, I watched a video once of people playing Clue. That was the most frustrating thing ever for me to watch, because I was like, why are you looking at that card? You already know what's on it.
Right. Right. And I know I've done it with Awkward Guest, and I know I did it with this game, but I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it a lot. Played Seven Wonders Dice again. I think Seven Wonders Dice is amazing.
I still haven't played that one. I want to play it.
Yeah. I talked about it on the show with the rundown, the top 20 of the year.
The show that you cheated on me with, yeah.
Yep. It was close. Duels won out. Duels was my number one by far. But this one was really I adore Seven Wonders Dice. It's fantastic.
Flamecraft Duels?
Flamecraft Duels, yeah.
There's a lot of duels.
Flamecraft Duels. I played a game called Pinched. It's a new game by Mighty Boards.
Oh yeah, I love that cover. And it has the box that's it has 2 layers on the box. We don't play with the box cover enough. Have you not seen that? Or did you not notice it? The windows in the box, like it's a dual layered board kind of thing.
Like Art Society.
Yeah. It's,
Mighty Boards. They're both for Mighty
We don't
Boards.
play with box covers enough. It just made me think like there's more we can do there.
Well, the pinball game from Pandasaurus, right? The haunted house, the pinball that you literally use with the box.
I don't use the box. I just want to see it be cool. No.
You could be cool. I mean, yeah, but then you Mighty Boards does it well anyway.
How was Pinched?
But Pinched, I highly recommend. I really enjoyed that one. Every round, somebody is a thief. The thief is going to go to one of the locations. You're trying to guess which one they go to. If you do, you get a benefit. If you don't, you still get something, but you don't get as much. So like it's set collection with the cards. Really clever, really restrictive in what you like when you go to. You can't just score stuff on any turn. You can only score when you're the thief. You have a hand of cards. But at the end of your round, when you're the thief, you have to have no cards. You have to get rid of everything. Really clever. Really liked it. Yeah. Well, we'll see. So I really recommend Pinched. I played Solar Gardens from Darrington Press. It gave me a really big downtown farmers market vibe, which I love. It's one of my games that comes with me to game nights because it's just easy to teach, and it's the box is deceiving. Like it's a big box, but it really isn't that heavy of a game. You're basically getting a tile and you're putting it into your 4x5x5 grid, 4x4 grid, and you're trying to get it to score basically. And there's set collecting scores. If you get everything in your one column, you want it to have solar panels for the sun. The more you get, the more points. The more, depending on the column, the more points they are. Coming from the left side is the wind, so you want the turbines to get you the wind score. It's got really cool mechanisms in a tile placement game. So yeah, Solar Gardens is another good one. And then a couple card games. This one was surprisingly good.
Huh. I like the cover. It's cute.
It's a new cover.
Although, isn't that a crab? That doesn't look like a mantis.
It's a mantis. Yeah, it's a
mantis's eyes go like that.
All right. Well, it's by the whatchamacallit, the Exploding Kittens people.
Oh, okay.
But it's a different box than the one that we played. But basically, there's a deck of cards in the middle, and you see that on the back of it, or you see that on the back of it. Notice they're different.
Yeah.
On your turn, you're either going to try and score or steal.
Oh, mantis shrimp. Okay. Thanks.
There you go. Sure. You're either going to score or steal. If you score, you're going to, from this, you're going to pick what color. So on the other side of this card is one of those colors as a mantis shrimp. Okay. So you would say, I'm going to score and I'm going to pick, what color would you pick?
I don't know. Fire.
You pick orange, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So you're going to score and then you flip it over and it's one of those colors.
Okay.
If you have that color in your tableau already, you'll then score those cards. If you don't, this then just sits there. So if you had pink and you scored pink, these would go into your score pile. If you didn't have pink, it would just go sit in your tableau and be a pink for next time, right? If you steal, you're going to pick a player and steal from that player. And if they have those colors, you're going to... It was really clever. Every back is different. Every combo is different.
Okay.
It's just a deck of cards, but it was a really clever mechanism. That
sounds kind of like point salad to me. You don't like point salad?
Not point salad at all. Not point salad at all.
Okay.
But yeah, Mantis was really fun. It is a $10 card game at Target. So. Yeah. So that was it. The other thing, I finally played Hot Streak.
What's that look like?
CMYK. It's the one with the mascots, the 4 mascots that are just
right. Yeah, I've been watching a couple of videos of that. It does look fun. How do you feel about it?
It's fun. It was fun. I liked it. I enjoyed it. No, it was good. I mean,
you're not gonna buy it.
You snake draft tile cards that are gonna give you points based on which mascot comes in first, second, or third. You're going to see what cards are going to be populating the race, and then you get to secretly put in a card to like manipulate the race.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was fun. It was good. You know, the chaos of flipping over because the deck is then shuffled, 3 are removed, so you don't even know which ones are in the race. Like the really good one could be out. Then you're going to flip over cards. The racers are going to run. They're going to fall over. They're going to turn around. They're going to go the other way. Like it was chaos, but it was good. It's easier to get to the table. You don't have to worry about somebody running it like you do Ready, Set, Bet, where you're rolling the dice and you getting the doubles and you're trying to bet and then no more bet. Like it's got that feel, but without all of the stuff that, not that there's a lot, but all the stuff that goes into Ready, Set, Bet.
Yeah, the card thing reminds me of Galactic Truck or Galaxy Trucker. You know how you set up the course that you're going to run every round where there's cards everybody can see, but then you add some that nobody knows are in there. It's kind of that idea.
Yeah.
But without all the extra fun part that Galaxy Trucker has. I could see how that could be amusing. In fact, the reason why I put it in my head is I played Galaxy Trucker on Christmas Eve, so that was fun.
Oh, nice.
Haven't played it in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a deep game. It's great for like it was the last game we played at like 2 a.m. on New Year's Eve, so it was perfect for just chaos or a nice little romp at the end of the night. So
nice.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, lots of fun. Seems like short games.
But once we went into party mode, like Solar Gardens, Pinched, 7 Wonders dice, a little heavier. Then when we went to Mantis, Out of Hand, 1 to 5, Hot Streak, like it started getting more party-ish, which was great because that's exactly what the night needed. So it was good.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, should we jump into our topic?
Absolutely.
No, we shouldn't. That was a trick question.
Oh,
we haven't done the Luca painting yet.
We haven't done the Luca painting.
And that's what people really show up for. So you're 4-year-old. Still 4-year-old.
Yeah, still 4. Mika turns 4 next month. Jesus. Or 3 next month.
I was about to say, then one of them hasn't aged.
He skipped a year. Yeah, that's how ages work. Yeah, so my 4-year-old paints watercolors. Both of them do now. And every Monday, I'm actually having him select them with me and then telling me what they are because I've been going to the archives for the older ones because he's starting to get a little too realistic with his like legs and necks and tails and stuff now.
Yeah, we like to show him like their Rorschach paintings, and if he is purposely making them look like something, then
right,
work.
Right. So this one is basically, it's from February of 2023. So this one is almost 3 years old.
Wow. Okay.
Right. And he had just started painting in December.
He wasn't even born yet. Yeah, it's crazy.
So this is one of the smaller ones, the 3x3s before. Mika wasn't born yet, or it was this month. This is a 3x3. So initially he was drawing on the little ones, and then he went to the 4x4. So this is one of the original ones that he had done. I love the colors. I love this one a lot. But here it is.
Nice. So in the comments, tell us what you see, like Rorschach, like just no bad answers. Is that right?
Yeah, no bad answers. I mean, Luca will tell you you're wrong, but
sure. I know what I see. I don't want to say until other people, because we have a little bit delay in text, so
sure.
Have time put up there. Besides, I'm kind of hoping someone else also sees it, so I don't seem like a maniac. Did you see something in this before he told you what it was?
Nothing specific, but yes, there's something that stuck out.
A mantis shrimp card. That's
nice.
Volcano erupting in a sunset. That's nice.
Okay.
I mean, not if you live at the bottom of the volcano. I see a Mandalorian. Ooh, where's a Mandalorian? Oh, is it like the head is cocked this way and it's I could see that.
Like Sabine? Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be Sabine with those colors, right? Mm-hmm. Do I have the you can't really see it, can you? But right there's Sabine's helmet. Although I wish I had more of the painting colors and stuff. Yeah, so here we go. Flock of colorful birds taking off, possible one being shot. Thank you. Donnie and I sometimes, I saw someone took a shotgun to a flamingo.
Wow. All right.
Like that's the wall behind it, right? But
whatever works. Whatever works.
I've had a bad month. So.
Sure, yeah.
I'm allowed to kill a flamingo, I guess.
That's
don't kill flamingos. The full 42 does not disclaimer, blah blah blah. Yeah, right. Condone. There you go.
Yeah, you got it.
Alicia sees a mega combined Power Ranger. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a few of the colors in there. Do they have a purple Power Ranger? I know they have a blue, a green. Well, they should. Purple's
I don't think there was a purple one.
They should. All right. So what did you see before he said anything?
I see a Karnofsky painting. So Karnofsky, if you look up a Karnofsky book, it's got the layers, the blue, the red, the yellow layers, so things get hidden.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Right. So it looks like that for me, especially with the yellow, because I want to see more of what's going on in the yellow here, and I feel like it's hidden because of the color.
Mm-hmm. Like if you did a pink filter, then a purple filter, and all you could see was the yellow.
Correct.
That, and then
correct. Yeah. So that's what I saw. I mean, nothing stuck. I just want to see what the yellow is, and I can't. Like it looks like it could be a shark or a dolphin. I don't know.
So did Luca tell you that was a pink flamingo that got shot by a shotgun?
No, definitely did not. Did not. Phoenix. Ooh, I like the Phoenix idea. That's a good one.
The tattoo of a phoenix right here. Now it's just a blob because it all blended together. But
you need to retouch it with your ink gun. I did ask him before we came on air, before he went up to go to bed, what this was, and it is a bunch of dragons.
Okay, I'm starting to see a theme in what he says things are. It's either dinosaurs or dragons. So
loves dinosaurs. I can't get enough of dinosaurs. I'm sick of dinosaurs, which is amazing because he probably knows 100 dinosaurs, like knows what they look like, knows their name. It's ridiculous. Like when you hear a 3-year-old, because he's been doing this for a while now, a 3-year-old talk about a Pachycephalosaurus and you don't know what a Pachycephalosaurus is, it's fucking bonkers.
That's great.
So Dye's really close with the flock of birds. I mean, It definitely looks like birds.
Sure.
But he said they
Birds
were
are
dragons.
dragons.
Yeah, so you're close enough.
Close enough.
And
I think
Courtney's got the
Phoenix is
Phoenix. The
closer
Phoenix
to a
is a bird.
dragon.
Yep.
Yeah, Phoenix is closer to a dragon
Yep.
than birds.
I agree. Yeah, I see the flamingo, the dead flamingo though. That's for sure. Yep. So
Sorry about that.
that's nice. An old one from February.
I like the Mandalorian. There's along with the Mandalorian thing. There's also the Magneto because purple is kind of
yeah. If you tilt it a little, right, it's got
that way. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
So yeah, this is early, right? He'd only been doing it for 2 months at this point, where he's just hitting the paper and you can see it. So yeah, there's tonight's.
Awesome. All right, so let's dive into our topic. Top 5 board games everyone loves except me. Like I said at the beginning of this, I'm going to try not to be negative. I don't want to. I don't like it when people stomp all over things that I love either. So I'm going to try not to. But I will try to explain why it doesn't work for me, if that's the case, and not in a way that's like, why don't you see how bad this is? I don't want to do that. That's not fun for me. But there might be sometimes where I just feel that way. But
Sure.
There's an effect of like the Emperor's New Clothes. Sometimes you feel like you're like, am I the only one in here that realizes that this game is blah or something like that?
Right.
And you can't help that feeling. But there is a way to communicate that in which you're not putting down everybody's, it's all subjective, right? So
it is. There's these are not bad games. People like these games for a reason. I just don't know what that reason is based on my take, my likes, like what I enjoy. And to further that, and it's happened, if any of these games are being played, like tomorrow is QSCon Tuesday at Bullfinch. If I go there and someone says, "Hey, do you want to play game number whatever?" I will actively come up with a reason to not sit at that table and play because I don't want to play that game. I don't enjoy it. I don't like it. I don't like what it does at the table. I don't like the feeling. I don't like the gameplay. And there's just something for me, and not that it's a bad game, because these numbers, the numbers don't lie, right? If something's ranked in the top 100, there's a reason it's ranked in the top 100. It's just not a game that I want to play. I don't want to wait. My time is precious. I don't want to waste it playing these games.
There is, so I might, because you said that, I think that's a great point. There's 4 of these that I would not sit down to play. But one of these I kind of want to replay because I want to see if I was just wrong. You know what I mean? Okay. Maybe it doesn't belong on the list. Maybe I should switch it out. I think I might switch it out.
Get that?
Yeah, I'm going to switch it out.
There is one on here that I will play a different variation. There's 2 on here that I will play a different variation of the game. But this base game, I do not want to.
Interesting. Play. Okay. All right. Well, then let's start with our number 5.
Let's do it.
All right. Do you want to start with your number 5? Start off.
Either way.
Start us off. You'll be first for the year. Yeah.
All right. Mine are in no order.
Yeah, I was just about to say, do you have any order?
No, they're not in order. However, I'm going to let you pick. Do you want me to do the oldest on my list, the newest on my list, top 5 of the ones that I'll talk about? Or do you want me to do the lowest ranked on my list to the highest ranked on my list? Or the other way around, highest to lowest?
Why am I the one that has to put your list in order?
I'm asking you how you want to hear my list.
I want to hear the order in which you hate it the least to the most.
No, that would require
me to. That's the order that you were supposed to put these in.
That is not one of. It's just like giving Luca options for snack. Well, do you have options? Yes, I have options. These are the options. But I want this. Well, you can't have that. That's not one of the options. So it's either oldest to newest dated, newest to oldest dated, lowest rank to highest rank, or highest rank to lowest rank. Those are the 4. Animal crackers, cheeses, goldfish, or a banana. That's what you get.
Fine. Goldfish.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the other option for goldfish? I care more about the food options you just said than if it's older or newer.
I will give Luca options because he wants options, and I will give him Cheez-Its, goldfish, animal crackers, or a banana, and he will ask me for an apple. And I'm like, that's not, I didn't give you an option for an apple. I gave you 4 options.
You should give him the apple. It's better for him.
If I had an apple, I would give him an apple, but he eats all the apples, so I don't have the apples.
Yeah, fair enough. Cheez-Its? I think I'd go Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its goldfish, depending on the flavor.
Cheez-Its has a richer, cheesy taste to it.
Sure, that's true.
Ooh, especially if they have like those. There's one that's like burnt cheese or something. It's not burnt cheese. What is it?
Roasted cheese? The crispy, the toasty one.
Toasted. Yeah, that's good.
I'll tell you though, if you can find the Old Bay goldfish, holy shit! Oh, buy the bag. If I open a bag, it's done. I cannot keep that around.
It's like the ocean.
No, it doesn't. The seasoning, it's got paprika, and it's so good. It goes really well with goldfish.
You guys in the north are really weird about that Old Bay stuff.
Old Bay is fantastic.
Yeah.
I like that.
That'd be mushrooms for Peter.
No mushroom, like Mario. Mario didn't like mushrooms.
I love mushrooms. Anyway, what order do I want you to... this is taking forever. Give us the newest to oldest.
Newest year released on my list to the oldest on
my list. No. Let's go oldest to newest. Yeah.
Oldest to newest.
Yeah.
Of the ones I want to talk about, the oldest on my list to the newest on my list.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will die if you don't tell me it in that order.
Okay. That's unfortunate. All right. So this oldest happens to be the lowest ranked on my list as well. Officially published in 1986. BGG says, although there have been other iterations and many different versions, and I don't know if it's officially 1986, but it does say 1986. It is ranked 2692 on BGG currently, and that is Werewolf.
Oh, huh. Don't like Werewolf?
I do not.
In any form, I imagine, like Mafia or Alien Among Us or anything like that.
I don't. I haven't played Blood on the Clock Tower yet. Although I anticipate that coming this year in QsCon or Leprechaun or something. I've played Mafia. I've played Werewolf. I've played One Night Werewolf. I've played Werewords. I think Werewords I probably would play again. But there's just something about being eliminated turn 1 while you sit there for 2 hours and everyone else is just fucking about. Like, it's just I like bluffing. I don't mind the bluffing. I like social deduction. I don't mind social deduction. There's just something about Werewolf that I just don't like. I'm good. We're playing Werewolf. You want? Nope. I'm good.
I see what you're talking about. That's interesting. Werewolf. Yeah. For me, I loved Werewolf before it journeyed into the board game industry. In other words, we played it as Alien Among Us. It was the same game, right? Yeah, but my family would play it whenever we got together for Christmases and stuff like that. In the whole, you could get everybody involved, right? Yeah. But the second that you stopped playing, we're all just sitting around a living room, not a game table. That's too formal. You're just sitting around a living room and you're playing. People have their toys out or whatever they're doing or whatever. And then the minute you're done, you're killed or whatever, you go, oh, that's too bad. And you run outside with the rest of the kids or something. That's how that game should exist.
Sure.
That's how it was meant to be made. It's like a party game amongst people that don't play games. Once it got moved into the game world and kind of refined and all that, I think it lost something. I could agree with you there.
Yeah, I've played it. You can play it with a deck of cards, right? And the first time I played Mafia was when we were doing the game design curriculum with the 10th graders in the high school. And that was the first time I ever played that game. And I knew Werewolf had existed, but I did not know Werewolf until I started playing modern board games. It was not something that we sat around and played. It was Scrabble or it's not a nostalgia factor for me. And I've tried it. And I just one night's fine. I'm not good.
I think if you like imagine like at the gathering of friends, we're all just sitting around, not even at a table. We're just sitting around in chairs talking. And somebody says, let's do this. The minute you get killed, you just start talking to the other people that get killed. Like it's not a sit at table kind of board game. And I think it lost something when it got moved into the industry, which is
the table.
Yeah.
They still play it like that though, right? Like you're walking around Gen Con and it's in a hallway, right? And they're just sitting around on a floor like playing, or you move your table, you move the tables out of the way and you just sit in a circle kind of thing. Then you got like if you're killed early, great, right? You can't really talk to other people because then you're distracting everybody. So you just sit there with your thumb up your ass for an hour and a half.
Well, but you get to be awake and you get to see what's going on and you kind of watch it. It's kind of like being part of it, right?
Yeah, but like I want to play a game. I don't want to waste an hour and a half. Again, time.
But, yeah,
like
totally
we
understand.
have a certain amount of time to do these things. I do not want to spend it observing a game of werewolf because I got killed because I smirked and someone can talk better than me. Like it's not. There's no skill. You convinced the team to kill me for no reason. I can't use my vernacular better. Like I just
there's skill in convincing people. That is skill.
Okay. Sure. I'm not. I can't.
That's fine. That's fine. And I totally understand what you're saying, especially if your experience was after getting into board game industry kind of thing. It's like,
without the nostalgia. Yeah. I've heard great things about Blood on the Clock Tower. I do know like it has to be run by someone who knows what they're doing or it can tank hard. But yeah, Werewolf. No, thank you.
That's fair. I think that's a fair one. Here's one that's probably not. My number 5 is Love Letter and all of its different genres. I don't care what art you slap on it. Love Letter is boring as hell. I mean, it's, what is it, 18 cards or whatever?
Yeah, basically.
It was one of, if not the first game to do the I made a game in 18 cards. People just became in love with it because, oh my God, I can't believe they packed it in there. I was like, yeah, they packed the game in there, but I don't want to play it. I played it once. I was like, yeah, that's it. And that is all it is to me. It was just, I'd rather play Uno. Honestly, I'd rather play Uno than Love Letter. I would play Uno twice than play Love Letter once because it was that boring to me. And I have just been like blown away to see Batman Love Letter and Cthulhu Love Letter or whatever Love Letter. And just like, okay, I don't understand how it keeps surviving this way. It was, to be honest, I mean, it was totally what's the word, like a good job getting a game down to that many cards. Not for me, and I can't believe it's really that much for people. I don't even see people playing anymore. People say they play it, and you can play it real fast because it's a whatever. But so I'm sure people still play it, but I just don't get it. This is one of the ones that I just don't get. I don't understand why anybody thinks that they're interesting choices or interesting plays in that. I don't. Yeah.
Have you played any of the others?
No. Why would I?
I don't know. I mean, they're different, right? The Marvel one with Thanos is different than the Batman one is different than the Love Letter one. They do different things. I'm not saying they're good and you love them, but I'm just curious if you played any of the others.
No. And I never really plan on it.
Have you ever played what is it? Not Drop Dead. Dead Drop? I think it's called Dead Drop.
Mm-mm.
It's got a Love Letter feel with actual choices. It's really good.
With actual choices. So the way you put that means something.
Well, yeah, because in Love Letter, there's a clear, you're very, very few times are you faced with, I could do this or I could do this, and the outcome would matter. Most of the time it's, well, I can't fucking play this one because that's going to tank the game. I have to play this one. You don't really have choice. You play the lesser of the two evils most of the time.
And, I'll even caveat with this is that I generally enjoy bigger box, heavier game, that kind of thing. So obviously games that are in small packages like this have to excel exceedingly well for me to think that they're great.
Right,
So
right.
it's already kind of got a lot against it for me. So, yeah. I still have, I don't know if these are original one, but I have the one that's in the red bag or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I played it once when I bought it and went like, ugh, this is what everybody's talking about. Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's it. Are we going to sync? Am I doing number 4?
Yeah, we should.
All right. We'll do number 4 then. Okay. So my number 4 is on you because you convinced me to get this game.
Ooh, okay.
You told me. Here's the thing. I don't know if you'd actually played it or if you were just so excited for it that you got me excited for it.
Okay.
But you made me buy it at Gen Con. You didn't make me. You influenced me going, ooh, look at this game and all that stuff. I bought it. I took it home. Hey, Evan. Yeah, it'll be fun, he said. You're going to love this, he said. I took it home, learned the game, played it, and went, ugh. Not it might be too much. It was just flat. It was 5.5 for me. And that's Cat in a Box.
Oh, I really enjoyed Cat in the Box.
Was blown away that there's a giant version. Like, oh, people love this game so much, we're going to make it a big version of a game that's just overcomplicated trick taking. I can't. I don't understand what the catch is to this one. I see that there's more stuff to. I'm not saying like it's a bad game. I just don't. For whatever reason, it just doesn't hook me like for everybody else it hooks for. I don't get it. Yeah. Cat in the Box was just, I don't need to do that again. And you're the one that convinced me to get that one. So
I'm not, I've talked about it. We talked about it with Corey, actually. I'm not a big trick taker fan. They have to do something unique and fun for me to like it. I really liked the area control part of it, the puzzle of getting the connection together, but then how the card is what you make it. Like I liked that. I thought it was clever.
I'm not saying any of my picks aren't clever.
Yeah.
Just I don't see what the appeal for that one was, other than the cute cat and the nice bits production, good production.
Sure. Really good production. I will say I played the hell out of it when it first came out. I think it was at Gen Con. We played it at Bullfinch a couple times afterwards. I haven't played it since.
I mean, we ought to do a top 5 games that were great one plays, like you never go back to, or I've never gone back since. That we should write that one down.
That's a big list, though, because there's a lot of games that we only have time to play once.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, that's true. That's a much bigger list than the ones that you keep coming back for, right?
Yeah, sure. Interesting. Yeah, Cat in the Box. I mean, I haven't played it. Played it hard when I first got it, but I haven't played it since. Good pick. All right. So number 4 for me, and it has to be newer than Werewolf.
Unless it's Acquire, you're gonna be okay.
I can go there. That would be 1, 2, 3.
Better not be Acquire.
Yeah. It's gonna be a big jump if I go there.
You should go there.
I might have to do it. It's funny because you just talked about it.
When I named something earlier, I thought, "Ooh, I bet you that's on this list."
Oh, it definitely is. All right. Well, what one do you think it is?
Well, I don't want to spoil it if it's on your list.
Okay. Well, I'll just tell you.
Is it one where I said it sounds like it's this to make fun of you for liking it?
Yeah, and then you said you played it recently, and you like this game.
I don't know if I played it recently. Why don't you let everybody else in whatever you're saying it is?
So it came out in 2007. It's still being published. It's currently ranked 312 on BGG, and that is Galaxy Trucker.
Seriously?
Do not
Oh,
want to play. Nope.
I did not expect you to. That's not the one I thought you were talking about.
Not a fan.
Galaxy Trucker, really?
Not a fan. Not a fan. The rushed play of it, where you got to build your ship and then your ship gets attacked and pieces fall off. I want more time to do my thing. I don't like the chaos in that game.
I love
Yeah,
Galaxy Trucker as well. Yeah.
not a fan.
I totally get it though. When every time I teach it, and I taught it this last month, every time I teach, I'm like, just be aware, everything you love will fall apart,
Every time.
and you just have to accept that that's going to be the case.
Yeah.
However, there was one round. I think it was the last round. One of the players came in with only two people in the little piece and one little engine at the end. Like everything else had been blown away, and the fact that they just scooted in right at the very end,
Yeah.
that was hilarious. But
Yeah. Yeah. I actively I don't no, I'm good.
I know other people that don't like it as well, and it is that real time because it is a real time game. Part of
It
it
is.
is,
It
and
is.
I don't like real time games for the most part either. But yeah, this is an exception for that for me. But
Yeah.
I can totally get it.
There's the puzzling nature of wanting to put your ship together and have it last or have it stand up or have it, make it through. But then you have the timed element, so you're panicking about what you're putting on your ship or what you're restricted to what you're getting. You're panicking where you got to go. The time limit's over and you're like, well, this is fucked. And then as long as you don't get hit over here, you're okay. And of course you get hit over here and all your shit falls off. Like it's chaos and it's done well. People love it. I get it. I don't understand why. Like I actively just nope. I don't want to play it.
How many times have you played it? Not that that should be a qualifier at all. Some of the things I've only played once, but
More than the number of times that you've played Love Letter.
oh, sure. That's what I'm saying is like, I'm not saying, oh, you should give it a try or anything like that. I'm just wondering, like,
Half a
because
dozen.
I've played this game against people who are like new to it, and I can make a full ship while they're still got like five pieces. Like, where does this go? Like, what does this thing do again? You know what I mean? Like,
That's not fun. That's not fun.
well, that's what I'm saying is like, did you play against people who like were rushing the clock because they knew they could build it a lot faster than you? Because that's one thing I understand isn't great. Experience
Not
versus non-experience is really tough in that situation.
the players that I played with are the ones that taught me, that first game or two. I don't think they had that much of an edge, like where they
Oh,
were
okay.
just fucking rocking these castles, and I was like this little pea shooter. Like it wasn't that unbalanced.
Hmm.
But I've probably played it a half a dozen times, and I'm
Oh
good.
wow.
Yeah.
That's probably more than I've played any of my well, except for one. That's more than I've played for most of my list. So, I mean, that's a fair go.
Well, I mean, it came out in '07, right? And I'm
Yeah.
I'm learning about modern board games a few years after this one was done. So it was one that was
Sure.
popular on a lot of people's lists, and it was out there. So I remember the giant version, like I just how many years ago. Um, oh, we should play it. No, I don't even want to play the giant. Like it's not even. I'm good.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So Galaxy Trucker is number 4, 2007. No
On
good.
to number 3.
All right. This is gonna be tough.
Can't believe you went Galaxy Truckers.
Okay, yeah, Galaxy Trucker. I'm good with Galaxy Trucker. So 3 more. I can go 1, 2, 3, or I can go 1, 2, 3. Do I like that over this? Yeah, I gotta go. All right. So
Gold with you trying to work this out.
yeah, well, you wanted me to do it from oldest to newest, so now I'm going oldest to newest.
Okay.
But now, like, which ones do I want? I have ones that I want to talk about, but now I think this one's better. This one's better. This one's better to talk about. Worse, I guess. Worse to talk about. All right.
Minor in
So
order.
I have to. I'm doing these in order because you told me to, or else I'd probably leave this one for last. This one came out. So we're jumping from 2007 to 2016.
Ooh, that's a big
Um,
jump.
Big jump. Big jump. It's ranked number 9 on BGG. and this is one of the ones that there's another version of the game that I will play, but I don't ever want to play base Terraforming Mars again. Ever.
I knew this would be on your list.
One of the first ones I wrote down. There's nothing. I don't want to play it with new people. I don't want to play it with an expansion. I don't want to play
Goat on a boat, the
don't
fox.
want to play it on a boat with a goat. I don't. I'm good. I played it. I don't. I was actually initially turned off to Ark Nova because people tried to compare Ark Nova to it, like, oh, it's like Terraforming Mars but better. I don't even want to. Then I played Ark Nova and I liked Ark Nova. Terraforming Mars for me was a waste of 2 hours, 2.5 hours. With teach, without teach, I don't care. New players, same thing with Galaxy Trucker. New players, because it's more balanced, or I just there's nothing about Terraforming Mars I ever want to try again.
I mean, that's fair.
I like the dice version. I played the dice version, and I played the whatever the hell they call it, the terraforming. What's the Express? The Ares, is Ares the one that's kind of tighter? Yeah, I played that and I liked it. I liked the Ares one because it removed a lot of the bullshit that I didn't like in the base game, so it made it feel more even, more level for the players, regardless of who was playing. Kind of like what Ark Nova does. But the base Terraforming Mars for me is off my list. It's ranked number 9. It's got a huge following. I get it. It's a good game. It's a good game. I don't understand why people like it so much. I think it's got more flaws to it than.
I feel the same way as Eric, although I never loved it. I thought it was okay. I got the game after a couple of plays, and I played it a few more times after that. But it's completely been replaced by Ark Nova, and SETI would also fall into that kind of genre of game where you're trying to put cards together that work with other cards and stuff.
Right.
And both of those games do it better, but that's the evolution of games. That's what's great about this industry. So there are games that do it better. And you said you played Ark Nova, and I'm not going to try to convince anybody of Terraforming Mars that I don't think I've gone back to it either.
Yeah, and it's different. It's different. It's not. I don't have it on my list. This isn't a list of games that were replaced by better games, right? Like Terraforming Mars were replaced by Ark Nova. If Ark Nova didn't exist, I would not play Terraforming Mars. Like it wouldn't. It's not that I like Ark Nova or SETI better. It's that I don't understand what people like about Terraforming Mars. I just think it's flawed. It's just, for me, I don't like it.
It's interesting you're using the word flawed, because you're not using the word broken, which is a triggering word for me as a designer, right? But you're using flawed, and do you mean it in the same way? Or are you just saying that there are pitfalls to it that, what do you mean by flawed?
Yeah, well, I think you were going down that channel. I think like Ark Nova does a really good job of leveling the playing field for those players that have played it a ton and those players that are new. And you feel, although it might be a false sense of security, you feel like you're on an even playing field with someone. The person that taught me Ark Nova probably has 130 games of Ark Nova under his belt. Like it's his number one game. He plays it, I think, a dozen times at the gathering. Like every day I see him playing Ark Nova. He loves Ark Nova. So he taught me this game. He is what I would say an expert at that game. I beat him. Like, nice. I was there because of the way that game kind of works. With Terraforming Mars, if you don't know what you're doing, you will not win that game. Like there's no catch-up mechanism. If you're playing someone who knows the deck or gets the right card at the right time, they're gonna take off and you cannot catch up. And it is not a good feeling to be stuck there with that game and just like for 2 hours know that, well, I'm gonna lose. Like it's just not the same kind of feeling. And this is not a game that I don't understand. It probably isn't on your list, but like Tapestry, the game I played at Tapestry, where I aged out with 120 points or whatever it was, and Keith was on age 2. and then he just lapped me. And I'm sitting there going, like, what the fuck? Like, that's not a really good moment. But we played that without, like, the right factions or the upgraded factions or the new whatever, balance it out, right? That's broken. And then that was fixed. This I wouldn't say is broken. I think it's just like a perfect example of Arc Nova. Like they took this and made it better, right? And SETI I haven't played yet, but I've heard that that's even better. So like I just think the game is flawed for multiple reasons, not broken. There are other games that I think are broken, and then the expansion fixes it. I don't want that. The base game sucks. I don't want to play it again. For me, like I'm not a fan of it. It's
I
good. It's ranked number
appreciate
9 for a reason, right? There's a reason why it's that high. It's in the
I
top 10 on BGG. Not that BGG is the end of everything,
yeah.
but it's in the top 10 on BGG for a reason. It's a good game. I just don't see why.
I appreciate the differences between flawed and broken. I think that's an interesting thing to discuss. But yeah.
Yeah, there's broke. We can get into the top 5 broken games. We can do that in another episode.
You know what? I can only think of 2.
Oh, I can think of more than that.
Because to me, broken means you cannot play this game if this happens. Literally broken.
I have a
where
different
you no
definition.
longer. Yeah, and most people do. But whenever I think it's overused quite a bit, especially whenever, and we don't overuse it that much. But like I said, there's only 2 games I've ever played that I have found like, oh, we can't continue the game because of this, right? But
right. So
we're not making.
You would say that a runaway leader is a flaw, not broken.
Right. I like your word flaw. Yeah, and I will bring it back. Mine number 3. This is the one that I'm switching out. I had a game here, but I'm switching out because earlier you said all of your lister games where you would not sit down at a table if invited. And I think I would because I want to give this one another try. So I'm not going to say that one. Instead, I'm going to say one that I don't ever need to play again. And I played maybe 4 or 5 times. I can't believe I even played that many times. I can't believe anybody plays this more than once. It's Carcassonne.
Oh.
I mean,
I almost wrote it down.
Did you? Okay. Yeah, you and I.
So many,
sure, yeah.
We do, but there's so many expansions to that game that I think could add more fun to it that I don't want to write it off. But like base Carcassonne, yeah, probably good. But base Carcassonne with like the dragon or the tower or something, I think, or hunters and gather, like there could be something there. But I agree with you.
Yeah, it's just so simplistic. I played the normal one and I played the what's it called? The beach one or the river one or the not river one, a summer one, whatever that one was. I mean, it was just another more of the same. It was put down a tile, put down a meeple kind of thing. The last game I've played of Carcassonne, I'm gonna play. Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh my god, they won.
And they won. The beach one. Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah. I'm sure at the time that it came out, it was one of like it was innovative and all that stuff. But it's time. It's kind of like it makes me think that it's the Citizen Kane of board games, which is if you ever go watch Citizen Kane now for the first time, you'll be like, ugh, like it's taking forever. All this old style stuff, the writing and stuff. It's just like it's not that great of a movie, right? But because everybody says it's such a great movie at the time, and I'm sure it was at the time, it's carried this, weight behind it, which is fine because, you should look at things that whenever they come out at a time and stuff. But at this point, Carcassonne doesn't need to be played. There's so many other better games. In my opinion.
And more. Yeah, for sure. There are, well, that's the thing, right? There are more modern takes on games that make it feel fresh and make it feel better. Carcassonne for its time was epic. I get why people like it. I don't not like it. I don't I wouldn't pull it off the shelf. I would sit down and play it. I wouldn't avoid that game.
I would avoid because I do not like it. Yeah. But subjective, all that stuff. And someone said nostalgia. There is a bit of that to anything, right? I play Talisman still. Talisman's an awful game.
Yeah.
I would never try to. I would probably never introduce Talisman to a new player in the board game hobby, right?
Right.
I don't want them to think that's what board games are like.
Right.
It's a horrible game, but I love it because of nostalgia. So
Right.
I'll never knock anybody for being nostalgic about a game they love.
Sure. Yeah, Fireball Island, the original, not a very good. It's a rolling move, right, with some fancy bits.
Yeah.
But I would sit down and play Talisman. I wouldn't avoid Talisman, right? I wouldn't avoid Carcassonne. I
just bought Talisman on Xbox.
Nice. Nice.
Actually bought. I got it for free. So it was just free at one day when I was looking. I was like, sure, I'll take Talisman.
Nice.
They want you to buy all the expansions.
Yeah, of course they do. Yeah. All 8 of them. 7 of them. 7 of them.
Probably more than that if you count just the little card bits that you can get.
Right. I'm thinking there's 4. There's 3 big box, 4 small box.
Yeah. All right. So then we're going to do number 2.
Number 2.
All right. So my number 2, I feel a little bad about this one because it's probably the newer one out of all. Well, I don't know. Cat in the Box is pretty new. I feel a little bad about this one because I've only played it twice, I think. I bought the game based off of the hype and everything. And I thought after I played it, that hype's going to die away real quick after everybody tries it. But apparently there's a whole big following, people who love this game. And it just came out with like a new version with new art on it. It's Parks.
Oh, I haven't played it.
You haven't played it at all? Well, don't let me dissuade you from it because there are plenty of people who love it. And you and I, we're Venn diagram, right? You like some games I don't and so on. You might enjoy it. But I feel like it was all art and no play. That's a way to put it. There's definitely a game there. There's definitely choices to be made, things to do with it. Whatever it was, there was no chemistry. There was nothing for me there that lit my fire, or whatever you want to say there. Yeah, and I don't know why. Like, I can't express to you like the thing that I don't like about it.
Huh.
I was just so bored. I don't know why. I was bored with all the choices and things I was supposed to do with it. It just fell flat for me, and I can't explain why. And I obviously there's a big group of people who love it, so
sure.
Yeah, I'm the one in the wrong at that point, I guess. But
2019, it's currently 169 overall.
Yeah, there's a lot of people love it within the 200. And the new artwork looks awesome. I almost want to buy it just for the new artwork.
Yeah, the art's cool.
Yeah.
Huh, interesting.
And I can't even say that there wasn't anything innovative. There was a different feel to the game that you don't get from other games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know why. Can't explain that one. That's my number 2.
I can't say anything about it because I don't know it. I haven't played it.
You should try it. If you like it, I'll give you my copy.
I'll try it. All right, number 2. You probably guessed my top 2. Those that know me probably guessed. Maybe not.
Did I mention one of them?
You could deduce, because I have to go newer than 2016, what I'm going to talk about. But my next one is ranked in the top 100. It's ranked 94 on BGG currently. Came out in 2017. This is another one that I've been told I'll try one of the other versions because it's supposed to fix things and make it better. But Base Azul, I don't understand. I don't.
I should have guessed that on it.
I don't get it. I don't understand why people like Base Azul. I don't.
If you don't like the Azul. If you don't like the original Azul, I wouldn't tell you to try the other ones
Okay.
because the other ones, some of them, like Summer Pavilion version, is my favorite.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine liking that one if you don't like the base one,
I've been
especially
told
for the reasons.
Summer Pavilion's the one to try. Like, no, it's better. It fixes this and it does. I'm like, okay, I'll try it. If it's different, I'll try. It's got the same core, but it's different, so I'll try it. But I can't anticipate that one being like, ooh, this is good. Like, I'll play it once just to say I did it, so I can be like, no, it sucks as well. But yeah,
So
I don't. I remember playing it with my friend Brad at Gen Con years ago, and the rule book I was like, it was what, 4 pages,
yeah,
and it was like it had so many questions. What questions we had were not answered in the rule book, and it was just like, okay. And then it was so fucking mean for no reason. Like, just let me do my thing. And it was like, all right, well, I guess I can't. No mitigation, and you're just fucked. Like, okay, great. I guess I'll just max out my negative points for no fault of my own, just because I went second. Awesome. I was so
I
never.
remember you describing how mean it was, and that can happen. It definitely can happen. No argument there. But generally, the way that it's made is like I can choose the thing that will screw you, but then it doesn't do any good for me. So
Sure.
generally, when I play, I go for the thing that's best for me, and you might accidentally get screwed, or maybe I will accidentally get screwed because of what's left or something like that. But it's not generally like I'm not playing to be mean, but I have played where people play to be mean, and it's a different experience.
Yeah, it's
Like
not good.
they're thinking ahead steps where they go, okay, if I take this, that will screw Mike, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Instead of like, oh, I'll take this because I want this to happen. Like it's a different way to play, and you can play it mean, and
Right.
so I kind of get how you would like that. Yeah, Azul can be super mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And those kind of
I
people
get it.
would make
I
it
like
on my they would make it on my top five players that are not for me, not games that are not for me. Right. If
We
you're
should do that.
intentionally doing things to be mean in a game, I don't want to play games with you again. Like, that's not, unless the game
Yeah,
is that kind of game, which Azul is
sure.
not that kind of game. Um, no, I don't understand why Azul is revered.
I enjoyed it. I have the pavilion one, summer pavilion. I have the base one. I've tried the other ones, the stained glass ones and stuff like that. Not as good for me, so I'm happy with those. But I get it. I think I'd probably have your same kind of idea if I played with players who were hitting me, targeting me, trying to be like mean kind of thing. But that's just not
Sure.
how we play. So
But it wasn't even the players. So I played it twice, because the first time was just, this can't be this bad. Like, people enjoy this game, it's got to be good. We're just fucking it up, because the rule book was like as simple as the rule book seems, and as easy as that
that's
game is.
another. That's weird. I didn't have a problem with the rule book, and I'm usually pretty mean about rule books too. That's interesting.
Rule book is brutal for me. The rule book, maybe I was being too literal, I don't know, but the rule book, like, and it wasn't just me. I gave it to my friend, and he's like, yeah, I don't understand.
Sure.
I played it again. It wasn't that I was playing it with people that were intentionally being mean. It's the game. I i felt that there was little to no mitigation in those bad turns. Like,
Mm.
you're just fucked. And it wasn't that they planned it that way, it just happened. And it was like, well, this just, it's just not, it doesn't feel good. If it happened once and it was like, all right, this is the turn that I just, eat crow, great. But it was like every time I was like, oh, this is awful. And it compounded on itself, and the negatives compounded on itself. And it was just like, this was a waste. Like, I wasted an hour.
Mm.
This was awful.
Mm.
Done. Uh-huh. That's a good
Yeah.
game. Yeah, so
Right.
Azul
Well,
2017's Azul, ranked 94th currently, is my number 2.
94 is surprising actually, but yeah,
Top 100?
appreciate
Top 100? How is that in the top 100?
All right. So we're going to number 1.
Yeah.
All right. What's your number 1?
It gets worse.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one came out the following year, 2018. It's ranked even higher on BGG at number 66, order 66. There is a short version and a long version, a regular version of this game that still overstays, even if you're playing the short version. There are design elements that are clever, but I will actively stay away from Obsession.
From a session?
Obsession.
Oh, Obsession.
Yeah.
When I saw this in the list of BGG, I was like, "Oh, that's on Mike's list," and then I forgot all about it. Yeah, I should have called
for sure. I will actively stay away from a session of Obsession, and I don't know why people are obsessed with Obsession. I don't get it. I don't know if it's the Downton Abbey people that enjoy the theme of I really like the meeples and how the color of the meeple represents what they can do, but there are games that do it better. I don't understand why this game is I mean, I don't get it. It's popular, people like it. Cool. Like, good for them. I don't understand why. I don't get it. I played it. I will actively stay away from playing a game of that.
I've heard good things about it, other than from you, obviously, because there are a lot of people that love this game. I've been hard to be convinced to try it because of the theme too. I'm also not interested in it, so I haven't tried it yet. So I can't argue one way or the other. But that theme, I don't know how that's an interesting theme to anyone. And there's a lot of people that are interested in Downton Abbey, like you mentioned, right? Yeah. But it's boring. It's a bunch of old people in a house.
Yeah. It's got you got the tiles and the room, like Castles of Mad King Ludwig. Like you're putting the things together, and you have the rooms, and you're throwing a party, and you can wrap your head around the theme of running this party and having your servants do the things, but it's like, it even looks awful. Like, it just doesn't. Right? Like, it just doesn't. It's like the original Ethnos board. Like, the cover of Ethnos looks great. You open it up, the board looks like, what the hell? Like, it's a mismatch.
It's a prototype, yeah.
Right, but the game is fun, right? Like, the board gives you this, oh god, what am I getting into? That, like, Obsession just doesn't even look like, unless you're into the theme, right? You're like Jane Austen novels or something. There's not a draw. And then playing it, when we realized, we were like in round 8, and we were like, how many? And they're like, oh, we're playing the regular game, so 19. We wanted to shoot ourselves. We were halfway through the game, and we were like, please make this stop. And it wasn't, I was playing with veterans. I don't want to out them, but I was playing with game veterans, and they were just like, this is awful.
That's funny.
Too much rinse repeat, right? Like, we were halfway through the game and we were done. Going another 8 rounds when we were at that point. Even the short was 15, and we were just like, this needs to be over. It was just too much of the same thing over again, and I've
experienced that kind of thing in Euros before, where you get to a point where you're just doing the same same old. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, cut it. Leave it. Lay it up, right? Like, get it to the point where we experience the fun. You get the engine going. The game ends, and you're like, oh, I want to do that again. We were halfway through that game, and we were like, never again is this game hitting the table. And we were halfway through it. It was brutal. It was. I feel
like that's an interesting, and like I said, I haven't played this game, so I can't say if it is for this or not. But I feel like that's an interesting thing that I've talked about recently with a couple other designers, that you want to, when you're designing a game, you don't want to finish it. Like you don't
Yeah.
want to make it so that everybody can finish your game. You
Yeah.
want to cut off that last round. So
Yeah.
it's like I can do all of this bit, but not any of this bit, and a little bit of that bit, and maybe half of this bit, kind of thing. Like that's
Yeah.
the feeling that you want, which is really interesting. Because if you're
Yeah.
writing a novel, you're supposed to end like 90% of it or something like that, right? But not with
Right.
a game. With a game, you kind of want to end probably around like 80%, maybe
Yeah.
70%, because it keeps
Yeah.
coming back. That's interesting.
That's why when you're like switching gears to the industry side of things, when you're running a demo in your booth at a convention, you want to give them a taste. You don't want them to play the whole game, right? Because if they play the whole game, they feel like they played it, they don't want it. But if you give them a taste of it, they're like, "Oh, I want to play that again. Like that seems fun. That's really cool." And you can stack it if you want, but like you want to lay it up so people want to play it again. You have these games that are just like you get to that point and you're just turned off by it. Then you're sitting there for another hour and a half to two. Like we played that game for had to be 3.5, 4 hours, right? 'Cause we're playing the 19 round game, and it was like, all right, we had to be sitting there for another hour and a half of being over it. We didn't want to ruin it for the other person that was playing,
Sure.
and we're not quitters, so we're not going to quit the game. And it was just like it was like hell. It was hell. So I,
Uh,
this obsession, I'm good.
you're obsessed with not being
I,
obsessed with
I
obsession.
don't. I just don't like it's ranked high, right? Terraforming Mars is 9. Obsession is 66. It's in the top 100 on BGG, and it's just I don't understand why.
All right. Well, you should have gone last because I think mine's going to be pretty quick. Although I can imagine people arguing with me because it does have a big following. And in fact, it just got, I want to say maybe like a third reprint or three, maybe it's their second reprint, but there are new versions of it that keep coming out because people love this game so much. But it's Great Western Trail.
Oh, don't even. Yep. Uh-huh.
Okay, so yeah, look at that. We got a crossover, right? Great Western Trail. First of all,
Original. Base game original.
yeah, original. I can't bring myself to play the other ones. I have tried and love another game by the same designer who did in which he did it better, which is Maracaibo.
Right.
Maracaibo is great, and I love that game. But yeah, see, there's people that love GWT, Great Western Trail. It's got a runaway leader problem with it, and that's its flaw. And that's why I liked your word flaw. I was like, oh, I'm going to use that on this one. It's got a runaway leader problem. Absolutely. Now, if everybody's kind of like, basically keeping up with each other, fine. But if one person gets ahead, there's just absolutely nothing you can do. They're just further along than you are. And, also, honestly, the cowboy thing, not for me. I'm from Texas. It's old hat. No pun intended. No pun intended. But yeah,
Sure.
it's just not. I don't see that genre as like interesting to me too. So that piles on top of it. But honestly, just the gameplay by itself just never did it for me, and I don't understand, especially with Maracaibo being so good of a game. Why is that not the one that's getting all the reboot and all that stuff? Right?
Right.
I don't understand why the same designer comes out with a better game, and people are just like building up the last game, like the lesser game, in my opinion. Right? But yeah. That's my number one.
Yeah, great. I'm looking at 2016. It's ranked overall. It's ranked 17.
Yeah,
which is weird because its strategy game rank is 20. So I don't understand how it loses ranking when it goes into strategy if overall it's 17. But yeah, it's ranked 17th. And I mean, Pfister's a phenomenal designer. He's got, I mean, games I think fly under the radar. Something fierce, but yeah, it's the same thing. I don't understand. I'm in the same boat with you. That runaway leader problem, it's a real thing. And then you're sitting there while you can't do anything about it. You're sitting there playing the rest of the game, just like this is a waste of time.
Yeah,
Like
it's that same feeling that you were describing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's brutal. And I've heard the new one fixes it. A friend of mine, Brett, it might be watching. He likes the game, and he's told me that I think the new one fixes that problem, but it's a problem. And unfortunately, the first experience with that game is I don't want to play it again because now I'm going to give it another shot, waste 3 hours of my time, which is already limited in playing games, in a game that potentially could be better. Was that the problem in the game? The runaway leader was the problem that I hated, or was it the game itself? It's like,
Yeah. And, if they did fix it or make it better or whatever, that's great. But that doesn't explain the love for it before even the fix. Like that was present beforehand.
Right.
That was one of the first times where I was like, I don't get, like, this is one of those games, like, I don't understand why everybody's loving this, the Emperor's New Clothes feeling to me. Like, do you not see the issues here? Like, kind of thing. But, like I said, it's all subjective and stuff. It's not like, I know what's best or anything, but yeah.
There are a ton of expansions for the second edition, right? New Zealand, Argentina.
Those aren't expansions, though. Those are games on their own, right?
They are expansion. Well, no, New Zealand is a game by itself. I thought the Rails to the North is an expansion. Oh, I guess Argentina is its own thing, too. So Argentina is ranked 204. New Zealand is ranked 84. Second edition Great Western Trail is ranked 31. And the original edition is ranked 17. So, like, there is a fan base with that game, regardless of first edition, second edition. I would think the second edition would end up knocking the first edition down. Like, people would somehow not tank it, but that game would tank once the second edition came out because the second edition is supposed to be better. But, I mean, 17 and 31, they're neck and...
Well, I mean, Gloomhaven and Frosthaven are in the, same kind of thing. It's the same idea.
Sure.
So... We just need to. I wish there was, because there are versions, but you can create separate ones, and if they're different enough, it's a weird line. Like, where do you put those together? But yeah, so those are our top 5. But we do have honorable mentions, or is it dishonorable mentions? If it's on this list,
that's a good point.
We don't need to dig into them and stuff. Yeah, there's honorable mentions for this list. I had, like I said, I had 17 for this list.
Sure.
I could probably guess. I'm surprised one of them didn't pop up on your list.
It's there.
Okay, you just skipped over it.
It's outside the 500. I mean, I had the 2 because I had to talk about them. Well, no, actually, one I talked about. The other one I didn't. Like, Werewolf had to be talked about. Everything else was in the under the top 400.
Which one do you think I'm thinking of?
Point Salad.
Yeah. I was expecting Point Salad to be there.
It's 587.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand how it's ranked 587 with so many phenomenal games out there that are ranked higher. I don't understand how Point Salad is so good. It's not.
Yeah, I like Point Salad, and I had the Point Galaxy one, but I haven't played it yet.
Same.
So it'll be interesting. Why did you get it if you don't like Point Salad?
I hope it's better. I like what it's doing. Like, I like Mantis. Mantis has, like you said, Mantis has the same. There's a thing on the back, but with Point Salad, there's a thing on the back and the thing on the front. So you're deciding whatever. With Mantis, it's just quicker. There's less score. Like, you get 10 points, you win. Like, there's none of that fucking math you got to do at the end. Like, it just, after you do the thing, you have to do another thing. And I don't want to do either of the things by the time that game is over. But maybe Point Galaxy, maybe I like the space and the planets rather than peppers and mushrooms. I don't know.
You're making me hungry.
Sure. Yeah, Point Salad's on here.
There are 2 that I didn't put on my list, but probably would have gone on the list. But I didn't put on the list because of my general dislike for cooperative games. There are some cooperative games I do enjoy. In fact, I'm playing Dark Quarter, and that's cooperative. It's amazing. But for the most part, I don't like cooperative games. So I took off but they're still technically on the list. Pandemic and Spirit Island.
Oh, okay.
I've never understood either one of those. People's love for those. Pandemic is just solitaire, but group solitaire. Either you win or you haven't, depending on how the cards are laid out, and you don't know till the end of the game. Sure. And also the theme is like, even before the pandemic, I was like, okay, I guess.
Sure. Theme aside, I will say Pandemic. I enjoy Pandemic from a totally different perspective. If you haven't had a chance at a convention, if you have an opportunity to sign up for Pandemic Survival, I highly recommend doing it. If you can run it, I would recommend running it over playing it. There's something about a pre-made deck that the entire group is running off of and walking around as the DM of it, right? I would go down to when it was Dice Tower.
Kind of like a LARP?
Dice Tower Con. Huh?
You're talking like a LARP?
No. It's Pandemic. So it's teams of 2. And, there's 12 teams, 24 teams, whatever it is. And everybody is playing the same deck with the same roles. So player 1, like if I'm player 1 and I'm sitting on this side of the table, I am the dispatcher. And if you're player 2 and you're sitting on that player side of the table, you're the medic. Everyone is playing the dispatcher and the medic at the same time. And you have a minute. The first round is 2 minutes. And then every round after that, you have a minute 15 to do your turn. So it's timed. But everybody's playing the same role with the same infection deck at the same time. So the events come up at the same time. The epidemics come up at the same time. And being able to look around at every player board and seeing the different states with the same deck. This player has 2 research stations. This player has 5 research stations. This player has all of red eradicated. This player's fucking just done with red. Like the different board states throughout a pandemic survival tournament it's fascinating to me that game can be. So it isn't the problem with that. The flaw in that game is that it lends itself to quarterbacking something fierce. You're going to tell me what to do on my turn. That's awful. But being able to look at how all the different games states are, 10 turns into that game, 15 turns into that game, and just seeing the differences, that game, for that reason, that game is phenomenal. I think there are better. I love Fall of Rome. I love Rising Tides. The Cthulhu could have been better. Clone Wars is okay. But base Pandemic, everyone running the same infection deck and watching the differences, it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Pandemic is the game that let me know what an alpha gamer was and that I could have possibly become one.
Yeah, for sure.
The first time I played it, I was just like, oh, you do this and this and this. If you do this and you do this and this and stuff, then we'll win. And I was like, I just played the whole game for everybody. And they're all like, I guess. And I was like, oh, that was awful. What an awful game. So I looked at it. And, if I'm ever in that situation, I just shut up. And that, unfortunately for me, is torture as well. I'm like,
sure.
Okay. That kind of thing. Like, there's no in between for me somehow. I don't, yeah. That's why I prefer games that have hidden roles, hidden information. Like Dead of Winter. I love Dead of Winter. I'm not like that in Dead of Winter. I can't be. Right. Otherwise, they'll think I'm a traitor. Or maybe I'm giving the traitor the right information. There's ways to do it. But anyway,
that's why Stuff of Legend is so good, and Kevin did such a good job with that game. Yeah. Because if you talk too much, you're going to be outed as a traitor. Like you're going to be
traitor elements.
Push your agenda. You're the bad guy immediately.
Yeah.
Pandemic. There's 2 states of Pandemic, right? There's all right. Here's what we're faced with. There's an optimal move. You're being an idiot, do your move. Like, this is what you want to do on your turn because that's the right move. But then there's I'm going to move over to Hong Kong because I don't think red's going to come up this turn, and you flip a card and it's fucking red. And there's that unpredictability of what the next card's going to be because you don't know what's going to happen, what's going to be infected. Do you take out these 3 cubes or do you take out these 3 cubes? And it's always the other 3 cubes that fuck you. Like, I could have went here, but I went here, and I should have went there. And you don't know that, and the game kind of plays itself at that point.
Sure, but what you just described was a solo game.
Sure.
And that's all Pandemic is a solo game that a lot of people are cutting up the turns to, and that's why
Yeah.
it's on my list. But
Yeah. Yeah, most cooperative games. I mean, any game that you're playing two-handed, right? You're playing a cooperative solitaire, right? So a solo.
not most. I mean, not all of them. Yeah.
No,
And then
unless you
I
have
mentioned
that kind
Spirit
of
Island.
blanket.
Yeah, and then I mentioned Spirit Island because I think it's just too fiddly, too many rules, too many stuff going on that make it
Very
interesting and work with people.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. But I will say, if you have the opportunity, Pandemic Survival, man, it's something so cool to see that many players playing the same thing so many different ways.
Okay.
I love it.
I don't think I will, but okay.
No, you should. You should run it. And so
running it might be more interesting. Watching it sounds interesting.
The first time I ran that game, I drew. I forgot what it was. It was a yellow city, but I drew. It was like Sao Paulo or something, and I drew the card from the deck, and you could feel the anticipation in the room, right? Because this was like, it was gonna make or break some people's like yellow. And when I flipped the card and I said it, you heard audibly, you heard half the room go, ah, because they were relieved that it wasn't the one that screwed them. But then the other half of the room was like, ah, fuck, because it just blew up and infected and did all of that. That dynamic in one card, it was so cool to witness. Which I really, I don't want to play base Pandemic. I want to try the legacies. I like the other ones, but I appreciate that game for what, not only what it did, but those moments in my board game timeline, for those moments that still stick with me. That, like, I can hear the room from 10 years ago. Like, I love that. But yes, something fierce on the quarterbacking.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What else you got?
You want an old one or you want a new one?
I don't care.
Heck, old or new?
Old.
Ra.
Never played it. I have it, but it's like 3 versions ago. So why do I want to play old versions? It's gonna sit on the shelf.
I'm glad. I mean, it's ranked 118. It came out in 99. I'm glad Chad redid it. It looks beautiful. I don't know what's different in the new version than the old version, but I've only played the old version. I don't understand. Like, this was the game. Yeah, you want to play Raw. This is the game I played. I was like, nope. I don't want to play Raw.
It's a
bidding,
right? Yeah. I don't generally like bidding, but I mean, like, I love Cyclades, which has bidding. It kind of depends on the bidding. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, it's Egyptian themed instead of Greek, but same year, another bidding game, Chinatown. It's ranked 374. Came out in 99, same year as Raw. Huh?
I don't think I've played Chinatown either.
It's coming up with deals for territory on a map. It's like, I'm good.
Okay. What about? Oh, here's it is on my list, and it is not just Punk You, but I have Arkham Horror on my list.
Oh, come on.
It's on my list because of the same reason the Talisman should be on anybody else's list. It's not a great game. It's a roll, move, look at what happened to you kind of game. Now, sure, nostalgia, all that stuff keeps it alive, just like Talisman does. I can't be mad at anybody for playing it because of that. But there are better versions of it out now that have taken away you're lost for turns, you're stuck in a shop then you can never leave stuff. There's so many flaws in Arkham Horror that it doesn't deserve the following that it has anymore. There needs to be a new version with new up-to-date design methods that don't have you sitting there twiddling your thumbs for hours. That could make it a lot better.
1, you shouldn't be sitting there for hours. 2, there is a 3rd edition that's supposed to change all of that stuff, which you won't play. I will play it. I've told Dave and Luke, my guys that I play the LCG with, the Arkham LCG with. I told them that I want to play 3rd edition because they think it's really good. So I want to try it. So it's not that I'm a purist and I don't like it because it's not 2nd edition. I acknowledge that there are flaws in that game, like lose a turn, like your character is devoured, but the new LCG, the Arkham LCG, I've gone insane multiple times in a scenario that we couldn't beat, and I just had to sit there and watch the rest of the team play. And that's a modern board game, not 2007 Arkham Horror. It's a new Arkham Horror
Sure.
where I now have to sit there and watch everybody else have fun.
Well,
That's not fun.
I don't want the flaws of the old game being put in the new stuff either. Just like there's a new Talisman out and it has all the same flaws, roll and move bullshit stuff that's in the old ones. And I'm like, by this time you should be able to fix this. And the people who love the old ones, they still have the old ones. So they're not going to be robbed of awesomeness if you build a new version that fixes that. So just do better.
For sure. You're telling me it's on your list. Would you play it? You would play it.
Yeah, and that's why it wasn't part of the 5. There's a lot of these that I would play again,
okay,
but blah, blah, blah. The things that made it on the top 5 are ones I'm not going to play again.
I'm never going to play again.
Yeah.
Fair.
Here's one that is going to hurt a lot of people. Feast for Odin.
That one's super fiddly. That's like Agricola.
Oh, it's like, fiddly. Yeah. It's painful with feeding your people. More like 60% of what you have to do every action is just to not get punished. It's just brutal for no reason. Caverna is such a better game. Way better. Hundreds of times better than Feast for Odin. But there are people that just like, that's the number one, blah, 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 and I don't get it.
Yeah, I agree.
And I've played that one maybe 5 times, 26. And I have it. And yeah, just because I was like, people love this. What am I getting wrong? Try it again. Try it again. Try it again. Feast for Odin.
So Feast for Odin came out 3 years after Caverna.
Yeah, it came after, and it was 2016. More harsh.
Caverna was 2013. Feast for Odin is currently ranked 26th. Caverna is ranked 59th.
You got no way.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it on that one. Caverna is so much better. I play that all day long. And Agricola is pretty decent too, especially the 2-player.
The 2-player is great. The main one, I don't want to play.
It's decent. I wouldn't pick it over the 2-player or the or Caverna, obviously.
No, not for sure. But it's very unforgiving.
What else do you have on your list?
Well, I talked about Raw and Chinatown. Those are my oldest. I'll creep back up the list in time order. Power Grid. Oh,
Power Grid's great.
73. Apparently, it's great. It's ranked 73.
That was Aaron's, my wife's. That was Aaron's. What do you call it? Gateway game.
Gateway game. Yeah.
Yep. She had played a few other games. Like I'd be like, "Come on, let's play a game." And like she'd play Talisman, she'd play, all this other stuff. She's like, I don't want to get into board games and stuff. So try this one. Played Power Grid. She was hooked.
Hooked. Mm-mm.
So
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know why it's so high. I mean, it's got a ton of expansions. I don't get it.
I will totally admit that it has a lot of outdated design methods in it.
Math.
Yeah, there's some stuff to it that I think, has been improved upon since then. So some of that might be nostalgia on my part, obviously, but I think if it came out today, people would be like, what's wrong with this? That kind of thing. I could imagine like a reboot of it that fixes some of that stuff. Not fix, but, adjust some of it could be pretty good. But
like it released in 2004, so 22 years ago now. And it's still ranked in the top 100. So it's not falling. It might have lost some stuff, like Twilight Struggle. Like it lost some stuff, but it's not dropping off anything.
It's a classic. At this point, it's in classic mode. Yeah.
Don't understand why it's so high.
Yeah, I mean, it's mathy, and it's mean. It could be mean.
Yes.
But, yeah. That's a surprise one. Um,
I'm good.
my newest one is Unconscious Mind,
No shit.
and it hurts to say it, and I will try it again. Be-
Huh.
Mostly because I spent so much money on it.
Sure. I haven't tried it yet.
But it fell so hard flat for me. Like I played it and I was just like, all right, I think I even won. I might have, if not, it was real close. But I just remember thinking like all the right ingredients were there, but it just tasted so vanilla whenever I played it. And I don't know why. And that's why I'm like, maybe I should play again. But I don't know what happened there. Yeah. There was some really clever stuff, interesting things. I would even tell people that they should try it if they haven't tried it because it had some unique stuff. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but it's on the list.
That's surprising.
Yeah. What about you? You have one more that's going to make people's eyes peel back, but other than that, the rest of them are just kind of nitpicks.
Nitpicks. No, mine are not nit. Mine, I will actively just stay away from. The oldest one left on my list. Well, there's two. They're both from 2010, ironically. One is ranked 1847, so it's not. I mean, it's better than Werewolf apparently. Anomia. I've talked about that before.
Oh yeah, I thought that was hilarious whenever Edward brought that up on our
God.
Which episode was that? Top 5 games to play in game cafes.
In game cafes, yeah, with Queen
Edward
from Queen and Rook. Yeah.
I just went straight to look at your face.
Nope.
You go, oh.
Never want to play that game again, ever. I feel, and whatever. It's a word game. I'm not great with word games. I love Wordsy. Gilhova's Wordsy just got reprinted by All Play. I love that game. I will play that anytime.
Wordsy's great.
Nope. Anomia is atrociously, like, for me, it's beautifully titled because it does my brain does exactly what the word, like, I can't come up with the thing, and that's the name, and I never want.
Yeah, this is the one. Stupid. If you haven't played it, it'll say something like yellow, but you use blue coloring, right? Something like that. Like it confuses your whole brain, and it's real time. So it's whoever does the thing first.
That's this, yeah.
Yeah, I'm always in the back of the bus on that one as well. Like I'm not gonna win that game at all. Aaron's just like boom, 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 like a robot.
Yeah, like, it's the coming up with the word. Give me Jungle Speed. I'll play Jungle Speed. Like, recognize that there's a match in the pattern, and you got to grab the totem. Hopefully, you don't break your finger. Like, I'll do that instant, like, recognize and grab thing. But when you recognize, then you have to come up with a word with a restriction. I just can't. I can't. I feel stupid.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Throws you. So I get it, and I probably won't play it either, just because I got stomped so hard, and there's nothing that's going to change that. No. Every time I play, I'm going to get stomped hard on.
It's going to progressively get worse. Yeah, the opposite is actually going to happen.
But she's only going to get better. I'm going to stay just as bad, if not worse. Yeah.
The other one that came out in 2010 is ranked 384 currently, which I don't understand, and that's Innovation. I don't.
Never played it. I still have, I think, the first edition or second edition, and yeah, I know people that rave about it. Talk about how good it is. I haven't tried it. Is that the same designer as Glory to Rome?
Yeah, Chiddick. Is it Chiddick? Not Chiddick. What's his name?
It's not. I don't know. I played Glory to Rome. That was really good. I don't know if it's as good as everybody says it is, but I thought it was really good. I'd play it again. And I hear that Innovation kind of plays that same way. Maybe I'm wrong.
Chiddick, Carl Chiddick, or however you pronounce it. I think it's Chiddick.
It's the craziest thing to say. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not a fan of Innovation. There you go.
Well, like I said, I haven't tried, so I might have agreed. How about Takenoko?
Takenoko?
The panda one?
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
I think I almost fell asleep playing it.
It's a very relaxing game. Yes.
Roll a die. Do I get the thing that I need? No, I guess I'll do this thing. Okay. Move the panda. Cool. That's where you wanted? Cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Never understood that one. And again, they made a big box version of it. I get the cuteness. It was cute, but
yeah, for sure. Didn't Stonemeyer just did that, right?
No, they did Takedo.
Oh, Takedo.
And Takedo I really enjoyed. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of these other ones are a little bit nitpick for me, and I probably would play them again, so they probably shouldn't be on this list. There's a weird one on here though that I bought into early. Like I was also like, oh yeah, this is good, but then kind of fell out quickly, and nobody else did. It's like I got off the train of how good it was, and the train is still going strong. It's Codenames.
Oh yeah, I don't understand that one. I'll play it. I won't shy away from it, but I don't.
Yeah, I understand when it came out. There wasn't anything else like it in party game place. Like there basically weren't party games for board gamers. There were party games, and then there were board games. But this was a party game for board gamers, and I get it. But since then, man, there's so many other ones that I will play before this. So many, all of them. I will play before this. And I don't get the like. There's a new version of that as well coming out. Codenames, yeah.
New art and everything.
Yeah. But
yeah. Codenames. I'll agree. Not for me. I mean, I won't shy away from it. It's not on my list. I won't shy away from it. But it's just
the rest of the group wants to play it. Fine, I'll play it. But I'll be like, there's also Green Team Wins. There's also First Contact is an amazing game, and it kind of looks the same in the middle with all the cards and stuff. That's way more fascinating. But
yeah, that's like just one for me is or So Clover. Like I'm just there. Green Team Wins. There's better. Not that it's bad. I don't know if I would play So Clover. I think I would actively try and stay away from playing So Clover just because I don't.
So I've only played So Clover once, and it was with Eric Lang, who seemed to purposely try to tank it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I got a full effect on that.
I remember the first time it was brought to AccuseCon Tuesday. I think it was Bobby brought it, and he's like, "This game is super fun. You want to play it?" And I'm like, "All right, I'm going to play this first, and then I'll play that." And I remember I was sitting at the table that I was playing the game at, and they were playing at the table directly behind me. And at one point, I remember like there was nothing. There was no sound coming from that table. And I turned around to see if they were still playing it, and they're just heads down, writing their words down. No one's laughing. There's no aha moments. There's no. I'm like, I thought you said the game was fun. And they're like, it is. Like, it doesn't sound like it. Like, you guys are all quiet. What are you doing? It just didn't seem. And I've played it since, and it's like, okay, but like Green Team Wins. Just one out. Green Team Wins is the go-to in that kind of category.
There's a game that makes me think of what you just said because someone else described. There's a game I love called Watson and Holmes, and in that game, it's a worker placement. Everybody chooses at the same time where they're going to send their worker, and then you can push each other off into other spots. You're trying to figure out, who done it, kind of thing. But you go to the different spots and you read the back of that card or that spot that you go to, and you get all of this information. So while you're reading it, you're writing notes and stuff like that. So if you walk up and look at people playing this game, it's so quiet. Everybody's looking here, and I'm drawing a murder board. I'm like in it. It's like amazing game, but we're dead quiet, and it doesn't look fun to anybody else not sitting there. So it's kind of cool. I love the game.
Yeah, that's like, it's fun in a different way, right? Like if you're using deductive reasoning, you're trying to figure stuff out, put a puzzle together, like it's fun. But when it's advertised as like
a party game,
yeah,
party games probably shouldn't be that quiet. I get it.
Right.
I mean, unless that's part of the rules, but Okay, so have we gotten old man enough out of here? Old grumpy old man, get off my lawn.
I've got two more.
You got two more? Give me your two more.
From 2021, it's currently ranked 330 on BGG. Oath.
Oh yeah.
Oath.
But
yeah.
you know what? The reason why that didn't make my list, you know how much I hate Oath.
Mhm.
The reason why it didn't make my list though is I don't actually see a lot of love for it. I see love for Root, which is an amazing game.
Root and Oath and Arcs.
I think like most people kind of understand that Oath is kind of like where it didn't happen.
But there's so many people that loved it. Right? It's ranked 3. It's in the top 4. It's under 350, right? It's 330 on BGG with all the games that are coming
pretty
out.
Insane. That is pretty insane.
That's nuts.
That's true. That number surprises me. That's insane.
Don't understand it. I don't understand it. The rails that you're on in the beginning of that game is such a turnoff, and it's still ranked really well.
Interesting. Okay.
And then my newest one on my list, the most recent. What is that?
I don't know. So our Facebook link just ended. Interesting. Okay. Well, sorry if you were watching Facebook. We're still live on YouTube. So.
Oh, interesting. Or deleted on Facebook. Huh.
Not deleted. I think it just stopped showing live.
It's possible the stream was ended or deleted on Facebook.
Oh. Well,
check Facebook to ensure. Is anybody watching it on Facebook right now?
Well, we just had some people drop off because of it, I guess. So I would guess not. But all right. Well, we'll check into those technical difficulties. Sorry for.
I'm sorry for Zuckerberg. If Zuckerberg likes Oath and he kicked us off because I don't like Oath.
Yeah, that's what happened there.
Jeez. The newest one on my list is ranked 46th currently. It came out in 2022. I genuinely don't understand why this is ranked 46th. And that's Heat.
Oh, I've never played it, but I remember you talking about how you didn't like it. And you like other racing games, don't you?
Yeah, I just think there are those that do it better. I think the most clever thing in that game was that they marked on the racetrack the numbers to the corner, so you knew how many spaces you could go before you had a downshift or could spin out or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like it was a visual representation on the board of numbers, and that was the thing that I appreciated from the game, the overheating of the engine and the deck building of it. And it was just, again, it was one of those, I played it with multiple people for the first time, and the people I played with are gamers. They're in the industry. They play games for a living. And they were just like, we were halfway through it going, oh, there's more.
Well, I haven't tried it, so yeah. But I have heard either you love it or hate it kind of stuff from Heat.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to play it again. I mean, it's higher than Obsession. It's higher than Azul. It's higher than, what was the other one that I had on there?
I'm surprised that it's higher than not Driftwood. What am I thinking of?
Driftwood.
Starts with a D. It's a racing game. I played it recently. Downforce, yeah. Downforce is great.
Downforce is awesome.
But I haven't played Heat. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand. What's Downforce? Downforce. I don't understand why it's so. That one came out in 2017. Downforce is ranked 489th. What?
Yeah. I just don't think it had its day. A lot of people have played it and stuff, but for some reason, it didn't get that catch of people loving it like Heat did for some reason. So,
but it's restoration, right? It's a reprint of an older game. So it restoration. It's not like a low publisher made it.
Yeah.
480, which is nothing to scoff at, right? It's in the top 500 on BGG.
Yeah, that's really good.
Less than Oath. What?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
All right, so
talk about flaws.
I'm going to call it before we go all fully gray. For people to get off our lawns.
I'm getting there.
Let's start the year off with with the negative. We don't like this and that, but generally, this is your first time watching. We approach things very positively. Just sometimes, every now and then, you want to, gripe at a few things, and why not start off the year that way?
If this is anyone's first time watching and they're 2.5 hours into it, good for you.
Yeah, good for you. Yeah.
Well, we said it at the top. There are thousands of games published a year. You're not going to like all of them. There's not, these are more like, I don't understand why Heat is ranked 46th on BGG right now. I don't understand it. It's not, I'm looking at it from a different perspective, or I don't understand why Great Western Trail is ranked 17th, or Oath is ranked 330. I don't understand why those are the games that are ranked where they are. They're just, I've tried them. I don't want to do them again.
Well, no game is going to make 100% of people happy, and we're going to fall into some of those crevices, right? So,
that's true.
All right. Well, next year we're going to. Next year.
Next we're in next year. We're in next year already.
Next week we're going to talk about the games that we're excited about coming up, and the games that we were excited about last year. Did we play them? How we felt about them? That kind of thing.
I'm very excited to see which one you're talking about that I talked about so much.
You can go back and watch it. And
I'm going to leave it as a surprise. I'm not going to watch it. I want it to be a surprise.
Okay. Very cool. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Sorry if we stomped a little bit on your favorite game. I hope you enjoy playing your favorite games, no matter what they are.
Yeah. I would appreciate someone telling me why I'm wrong.
Yeah. Tell
why
us
am I wrong about Azul? Why am I wrong about Heat? Why am I wrong about Obsession? Tell me why I'm wrong about it.
Or if you heard us say anything, go, that's not how you play that. Maybe we played something wrong.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, I've been known to play games wrong sometimes. Usually on hard mode, the way I play it. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe, all that stupid stuff.
Great. Stupid.